Hello. There we go. When I tell you it's been a day, it's been a day. I'm just, hello. I need this so badly. How you guys doing? I'm having a day. Professional streamer nothing. I'm like gonna go sit and cry. I'm having such a rough day, dude. I don't know. Honestly, I'm being a little bit of a drama llama. It could be worse. Like, everything's fine. I'm just really, really cranky. I'm just really cranky. Everything's just been so difficult, and like the ramen was like so fucking bad. I was like gonna cry because I was craving it. I'm so sad that it was so shitty. It's not the end of the world, but I'm hungry, so I have a protein bar here that I'm gonna eat right now. I'm very sad. Anyway, yeah, here's my lunch / dinner right now. How has your week been? Prof! Thank you so much for 30 months. Thank you so much. You make, honestly, like, I want to cry. Like, and A, you too? What the hell? You guys both did it at the same time? I did throw it out. Do you want to see it? I will put it on Discord. I will put it on Discord. This was, hey, I'm gonna, hi Phoenix. I'm putting it in the food channel. I took a photo of it because I was just like, what the fuck is this actually? Thank you both, honestly. Truly thank you both for being around for fucking 30 and 31 months. Like, that's wild, man. I put it on Discord. Look at that. Like, would you be satisfied with that? I was so pissed. How I was so pissed. Like, ridiculous. I don't know. Like, I can make better eggs than that. And I don't even like eggs. But if I'm paying $13 for ramen, like, I expect it to be, I don't know, not like cup noodle, not like 50-cent grocery store ramen. I don't know. The lady at the restaurant couldn't even answer. I was like, is there meat? She said there's no meat. And that they only gave me half the egg. They only gave me half an egg. They didn't even give me the whole egg. I was like, what the fuck is this? I don't know. She could, the lady that worked there couldn't tell me if the broth was like pork or chicken. I was like, is it pork? I don't eat pork. I don't eat pork products. Is it pork broth? And she's like, no. I'm like, okay. Then I'm assuming it's chicken. That looks like cup noodle. It tasted like cup noodle. Getting common to go is a bit sus. I did get it to go. I understand that, you know, the styrofoam container is the to-go container. That's not my concern. The concern was how shitty the noodles were and how shitty the egg was. And I got like an order of sushi with it, and it's like it looked like grocery store sushi. Like, to me it wasn't like restaurant quality. It, like, if you're paying like $10-15 for like even like the sushi rolls, like, I expect it to be restaurant quality, not grocery store quality. I've gotten sushi from the grocery store before. That's what it looked like. Should have went to Five Guys. You know, I've never been. That's on my list, but I don't think there's one nearby. I don't think we have Shake Shack. Do we? I don't think we do. But yeah, I'm having a rough time with my lunch today. I'm in California. I'm in Los Angeles. I'm sure there's one somewhere. Hi Rabbit, good to see you. At least Panda looks like top tier. I like Panda. I almost, okay, here's the thing. The sushi, I mean, not the sushi. The ramen restaurant I wanted to go to today, that I searched beforehand. I found a place that had like 4.5 stars. They were closed. They were closed until like 6. And by this point it's like 2 o'clock. And like, I'm not going to wait until 6 to go to this ramen shop. Like, I should have checked beforehand. I didn't see that it was only like an evening restaurant. Because I was just going to get it as takeout after I was done with the gym. And I was like, okay, well shit, the restaurant's not open. Let me find somewhere else. So I found this other place, which is where I ended up going. And I was just so disappointed. I'm like, fuck this. Will you Postmates or something for yourself? No, 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 no. I have a protein bar. I have a protein bar and I have lahmacun in the fridge. Or in the freezer. Mehke, my poor mother, she texts me, she's like, I bought you more lahmacun. It's okay. I was like, thank you. Like, thank God for emergency food. It's home-cooked burger. If I'm gonna go out to eat, that's not what I'm looking for. Where did I go for a burger last time? I went to the Habit, and it was okay. It's fine. I don't know. I don't know if I'm that picky with burgers. It's a burger. It's like hot dogs. The Habit? They have a few of them, I think. It's a chain, but sort of smaller. New Jersey. Prof!
Get something decent for dinner.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I promise I will eat actual food at some point today. Hi, KG. Merci. Did you text me too? You did text me too. Yeah, so I apologize. Today is not the day. No. But chica. But thank you. Thank you for the thought. Yeah. I'm sure you've noticed this about me. If I don't eat regularly, I am extremely unpleasant to be around. And it's like, typically I have a protein bar before I go to the gym, right? Like, this is what I have before I work out. Just to, like, you know, get me through the workout. But somebody brought pan dulce to work. So I'm like, I'm gonna fucking have pan dulce. Like, fuck this. Hi, Hayden! You mean that isn't normal? I think it's normal. Thank you so much for 4 months. Hi, mister. Good to see you. You won't pull me in healer? No. I actually might start crying. My temperament is not it. Hi, Citrus. Bad food, carnage, and destruction. But, like, when I get mad, I start crying. Like, my default emotion is tears. That's just what I do. I just start crying. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So, yeah. This was a rough day. So I had the pan dulce. I didn't eat, like, actual food. That was my own fault. What do you mean that's pathetic? I don't know how to regulate emotions. I might have, like, I don't know, some kind of issue. I have to channel my anger. To what? Where do I channel it? Oh, you can't see the game. Hang on. You haven't seen a tear in decades? I think I've shed a tear. I don't know. I cry almost every day. Recovering from surgery? Hope you're doing okay. Can I ask what kind of surgery it was? Into tears, apparently. I will channel my anger into tears. I might have some type of issues. I'm like, I don't know. I think I have ADHD. I don't know if there's something deeper. If I got crappy food, I would cry too. Yeah, dude. Mike, I don't think you're on Discord, so let me see if I can just open the photo and show you. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but that egg is gray. That is, like, cooked to shit. Yeah, made me very sad. Hi, City! Like, yeah, I was very sad. My hairy little woman of love. Why am I hairy? What the fuck? I don't think I'm hairy. You can overcook boiled eggs. If you overcook the boiled egg, it turns gray. Yes, you can. You don't like eggs? Me neither, dude. Did you check the other reviews for the place? I think it was like 3.5, maybe 4 stars. But it was the only other ramen shop that was open at this hour. Because it seems that most places are just open for dinner hours, and it's like the middle of a Friday. I'm like, I don't know. I probably should have done a better job. You have to really try to overcook the egg. They only gave me half an egg. That's all they gave me. I was like, there's no way. Like, I looked inside their noodles. I'm like, there's nothing else here. Mac and cheese, barbecue chicken. That sounds good. I had that yesterday. I make my own. I agree. It was totally scam. Did I have new socks? I think I have new socks. I always have new socks. You've been doing it wrong all your life? Bro, don't tell me you cook your eggs until they turn gray. like literally maybe 4 minutes cooking. That's it. That's it. Look, I was so butt mad. I even have a little angry face next to my head. I was like, don't talk to me. I'm in a mood. The good news is I have taken these spells and actually put them on my hotbars. As you can see, I've taken some liberties because I have trouble following directions. We'll see how this goes. Saw someone playing the new Pokemon game illegally for a few minutes. Oh. Thank you for stopping by today. I hope you have a wonderful night. Hi, Cryptic. When I cook food, I add half a gallon of garlic powder. Yes. That is the way. 2 hot bars. Yeah. I don't have enough spells to get anymore, right? Let's just run with 2 hot bars for now. And black pepper. Salt, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and then some, like, spicy chicken mix. Yeah, I will live with it. Oh my god. I also haven't had enough caffeine today. I only had 1 monster. That took me like 2 hours to drink. I don't know. So, you can see the Peloton. Oh, I did see that! That is... I might need to change what button that's equipped on. And then this button. Boop. To go run. And then this button. You could just like go jogging. Warm energy drink. I don't think it was that warm. I think it was fine. It was kind of warm. You get used to it. 1 sounds like enough for 3 lifetimes. Yeah. Yeah. My hair feels good though. I did take a nap. I Peloton and run doesn't stack. Seriously? Oh, bye-bye. I thought it does stack. Aww. That makes me sad. Is it better to use the Peloton? It doesn't seem as quick. Oh, my sprint is not working yet. Rip. But yeah, last time we were here, if run is on cooldown. Okay, so predominantly I will still use the sprint button, which is fine. Last time we finished Heaven's Sword. We did. Did I cry? Probably. But yeah, today we venture. Oh, we met Gosetsu last time. That was exciting. Yeah. So today we venture to the new world. Is that what we're doing? I don't even know. Oops. Let's just teleport. Let's just make my life easy. Where is Mordona? Am I blind? Probably. Okay. I feel like my dancer needs a glam. This generic outfit is not it. We're glad you all get so far in the Great Wall of Rao? Like us who played during early access? What is a Rao? I do like the arm things though. Ow, fine. Let's talk to Alfie. I'm so excited.
The question is, how will the Empire respond to the disappearance of Omega and the Primal?
That's right. They fought and they just kind of vanished. Sort of.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Forgive me. Word from Baelsar's wall is proving long in the coming, and my mind cannot help but stray to grim places.
Hello!
Alphino, a message from the Alliance.
It's about time. Pray summon the others at once.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Lise, I forgot about her.
General Uldin reports that his forces have secured the breach in Baelsar's wall.
Good.
And what of the Primal and Omega?
There is still no sign of either at this time. He writes that they will begin a more thorough investigation shortly. And, as expected, he wishes to petition the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Naturally.
As expected.
I'm not used to seeing Ida as Lise. Like, oh my goodness. Like, her voice is different too. It's bizarre. I don't know. Not used to this yet.
The Alliance's decision to capture a part of Baelsar's wall is open to interpretation.
The wall serves to demarcate Imperial territory, Alamigo included, from the rest of Eorzea. To an observer, the Alliance's actions could be seen as a prelude to invasion.
Indeed. And the Alliance leaders have no wish to be branded invaders.
You're saying they won't fight for Alamigo? Even after everything that's happened?
Not without the consent of her people, no. Make no mistake, Lise. The Alliance is in complete agreement that the Empire must be purged from Eorzea. However, they will not set foot in Gyr Abania until they have formally secured the consent and cooperation of the Alamigan opposition.
They would have us act as intermediaries.
Precisely. The Scions are uniquely qualified to serve in this capacity. That is to say, Lise's, given her personal connection to the Resistance. Who better than you to broker an agreement between the Alliance and the people of Alamigo? Assuming you are willing, of course.
Oh.
Of course I am. You know I'd like nothing more.
As for who should accompany you on said diplomatic mission, I had a mind to volunteer myself.
Of course.
Well, that covers the talking part. But you just know there'll be trouble along the way. Are you available?
Of course, darling. As if you have to ask. I feel like I'm gonna cry today.
Thanks. It means a lot knowing you'll be there.
I too shall accompany you. Such endeavors are seldom hampered by a surfeit of healers.
Good point. Allow me to offer my services as well. I have spent quite enough time here of late, so I'll be coming. But we will need someone to keep an eye on things.
Tataru can stay behind.
I trust you have no objections.
Oh, Oriange? That's fine.
None, my lady. Gladly shall I continue to serve as caretaker of the Waking Sands, and there keep watch for signs of primal and Ascian activity both.
That's fine.
As capable as my learned friend undoubtedly is, there are some troubles that may prove too much for a single scion, on account of which I mean to stay.
Thancred's like, I've seen enough action the past week. Let's take a breather.
It is settled then. Let us each see to our preparations.
I think that went well. What on earth was that quest accept? What was that? That was so unexpected, it caught me off guard. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I might need to listen to a few more of those before I like it. Hi, Evo. Bonded by a laser duel. Is that sexual? That sounds sexual. Every xpac has a new sound. I know, I completely forgot about it though. I completely forgot. Oops. Oh well. I don't know how I feel about it. The one in Heavensward was so epic. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it yet.
Ready, my friend?
I didn't do nothing. I'm ready. Let's go. Is this a one-way ticket? Oh, fucking
Well
hell.
then. Tataru, I leave the rising stones in your capable hands.
Don't worry, Alphino. I'll see that the place is still standing when you come back.
Let's hope so. Should I change classes? Oh, my new friends. Hello.
Mistress Y'shtola has unfolded all. You are bound for Girabania?
Aye. The Alliance would have us make contact with the Alamegan resistance as soon as possible.
It begins then. As soon it shall in Doma, if the gods are good. 'Tis but a pity it must be now. I am sorry that we shall not be present to fight beside you in the battles to come.
Why not? Oh, my eye's twitching.
You have stood with us countless times, Lady Yugiri. Pray do not apologize.
Then let us thank you instead. You and yours stood with us from the first, when we came to this land as refugees in search of sanctuary. Loath am I to think what might have become of my people, had you not extended to us the hand of friendship. We will never forget. This I solemnly swear.
Much has changed since first you set foot on these shores. Revenant's Toll stands as a testament to that. I'm sure your people will manage in your absence.
Indeed. They have built a new home for themselves and no longer need me to shepherd them. The time has come for Kozetsu and I to return to our master, to our home.
I want to know more about their master. That's who I want to know about.
I know how you feel. It's time I went home too.
Though our battlefields be 1,000 mounds apart, our purpose is one. Let all men hearken to the clarion call of freedom, of liberation, from Eorzea to the far east, that they may rise up and cast down the curse of Garlemald.
You know, I really like Gosetsu's enthusiasm. Like, he's a very passionate fellow, and I like him very much.
Take care, you hear me? When all of this is over, we're going to celebrate together. Just you wait.
You can't say that. You can't say that. That means somebody's not coming back. Why would you do that? Why would you? That's an omen. No. Oh my god. She's kind of a dumb. I know. It's this poor woman. He's very bombastic. I like that word.
I should like that very much. Fare you well.
Yeah, it's like perpetual death flags, and then a breath of relief when somebody doesn't have one. So I'm like, but I don't think anything will happen to Lise because Merke, bless her heart, she's not the brightest bulb, and it's usually those people who are spared. I'm just saying. Do you need ropes to help you back up on the ledge for all the conclusions? Oh, I love that! I love that so much, Hidden. Yeah, no, I'm just saying, she's not very bright. And they seem to just have this protection. I'm like, I swear to God, if they hurt Gosetsu. He seems like such a pure soul. Like, just genuine good guy. Punch her thing later. 1,000 bombs apart, yet united in purpose. Let us pray both of our endeavors meet with success. Shall we then? Woo! Wait, not just yet. I knew I'd forgotten something important. Lise, could you come with me? Oh yeah, we get a new outfit. It's about time. I love how like when characters progress, they get new clothes. That's pretty awesome. Mr. Jesus protects the babies and the idiots. I mean, I think so too. If you said I'm just saying he's not very bright to me, I'd have to hunt you down. No. Not Kosetsu. He seems like a pure soul. Me? What now? Alright then, if you insist. What's she gonna look like? Please be cute. Ooh! Oh my. Alright! I like it! Hey, what do you think? I like it. I really do. I love the jacket. As you can see, I designed it to be light and loose. An outfit tailor-made to the needs of a skilled fighter like Lise. Your work never ceases to impress. Much more of this, and I may have to stop introducing you as the Scion's receptionist and start referring to you as our preeminent seamstress. It's lovely, Tataru. Thank you. I feel like I could take on the Legion. I'm glad you like it. And with that, I'll delay you no longer. Safe travels. Then onward to Garabania. Our first stop will be at Amarisak's Spire in the Eastern Shroud. Oh, perfect. Pit stop. Hi, Rob. Light and loose. What about the metallic thigh highs? They're just boots. They're just boots. Hi, Skate. How you doing? Oh, I guess I should turn... How do I un-AFK myself? How do I get this? Oh, there we go. You can get her outfit for $12. I don't know if I love it that much. I like it on her. Yeah, I don't know. I like thigh highs. I think they're very cute. Hello! Alright, let's go. I don't know if I'm ready for a new zone. I'm kind of nervous. I'm so nervous. It's not dieable. I keep forgetting. This is not how you mount up in this game. Life happened. Hopefully it's good things, my friend. Hopefully all is going well. Thankfully my life's been pretty unexciting. I mean, we'll talk about it more tomorrow. Just as like a quick touch before I keep playing. Tomorrow's stream's starting a little bit earlier. It's 2 o'clock my time, so 2 hours earlier than normal. I'm going to do like a small just chatting segment, where I go through some old clips for, you know, because I feel like we have such a bunch of new friends. I'm going to go through my old gaming clips. You know, I want to show you my skill level and how much it's improved. Just do a bit of talking, you know, reminisce. It's been 3 years. And then we are going to play Ori, and we are going to play Final Fantasy X-2 as well. It might just be like a really long stream. But yeah. So, skill level and improvement. Listen, Mahed, I streamed for like a whole year before I met you. Pre-midnight stream? I know! Yeah, so 2 o'clock I'm thinking about starting. And then, I don't know. Probably go until I'm cranky. So maybe like 9-ish, 10-ish, I don't know. But yeah, we'll start a little bit earlier because I did want to go through all of these old clips. I'm like, oh my god, like, I used to look so different back then. I think. Improvement is a word that has nothing to do with this stream. Skate's been here since then. Like, Skate has seen my actual skill level, and so has Prof. Like, it'll be a good time. Inch, don't yell at me. What? I did not do anything, Mr. Sensitive. Anyway, so yeah, that'll be tomorrow. Today we are just chilling and venturing to a whole new world. I hope. All are present and accounted for. When you're ready, my friends, pray inform the officer that we wish to proceed to Girabania. Are we ready? Are we ready? I don't know if I'm ready. You got through Dark Souls, can't argue with that. You know, honestly, I don't know how. I think my temperament must have been very different back then. I don't know. Is my fuse shorter now? Possibly. Possibly. The silence of the 7th dawn. We were told to expect you. Shall I summon someone to escort you to the wall? I'm scared. Ooh. Okay.
I remember crossing the border, standing in Girabania once more. Me and my fellow scions, the warrior of light among us. Behind us, Baelsar's wall cutting the land in two. Freedom on one side, tyranny on the other. Tyranny and the promise of a new beginning. But one that could only be bought with flames and blood.
Is this a war zone? Oh, snap! Oh no, I'm not ready, I'm scared. Hi, Kev, how you doing? Thank you so much. You're upset because of a big hunting journey to get a job. Unfortunately, I fall into the trap of trying to become a useful member of the society. There is no shame in making that money, Skate. This music! Hi, Future! I don't know what we're doing, but... The Galileans are in control, they crush resistance, so kind of. Okay. So we are we on it? We are still on the same continent, right? Oh my god. There's so many places. Okay. Oh, Raban! What's up, buddy? Should I run around and explore? No, let's progress with this real quick. I figure he'll give me a mission. Greetings, Scions. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, I welcome you to Castrum Oriens. Thank you, General. We were relieved to hear that your forces secured the wall without incident. Have the Imperials made any attempt to retake the Castrum since then? None, save for a few skirmishes between our scouts and their patrols. We've had barely any contact with them. But we all know it's only a matter of time before things escalate. As if attacking Baelsar's wall wasn't enough, Ilberd summoned a primal right on their doorstep, and Garlemald is not like to let such shows of defiance go unanswered. It was a declaration of war, even if it was not Ilberd's to make, and now we are bound by it, for weal or for woe. The Scions stand ready to serve, General. What would you ask of us? As stated in my message, the Alliance will not proceed without the support and cooperation of the Alamegan people. We would have you serve as our emissaries and make contact with the Resistance. Consider it done, General. We won't let you down, I swear. He's like, who are you? Then I'll leave you to it. Godspeed. Hi, Sid. Ha. Of all the Castra in the world, you walk into mine. Master Garland, what brings you here? A certain missing Allagan weapon and Draconic Primal. Omega and Shinryu, I think the Shinobi called it. Anyway, we've been studying their Trial of Destruction. So, hoping it might lead us somewhere, which has singularly failed to do. Then it's like Omega's fell to Earth in occupied territory, meaning it may already be in Imperial hands. Even so, it bears repeating that we engaged the stasis system. Assuming the command was received and executed successfully, the weapon will be of no use to them. Assuming. We should try to hurry up and find it regardless. All the more reason to reach out to the Resistance. If we want to press on into Garabania, we'll need their blessing. Everyone's counting on us. Let's not waste any more time talking. Yes, my dear. It's okay. Give me that XP. That was very triumphant. That was a very triumphant thing. Oh my gosh. Hello? Hi, Brian. After 4 months, literally hundreds of interviews, I got an amazing offer. Congratulations! I'm so happy for you. I'm glad. Look at you being a grown-up. I'm so proud of you. She keeps swearing stuff. I don't think she knows what it means. Oh no. You can use the up arrow at the top of the map to see the continent view. This one? Ah, okay. Didn't even know that button existed. I see. Okay. Alright. I thought we were gonna venture that way. I was like, I want to go over here. I didn't even know the map could get this large. Amazing offer for me ever. Stream show always turns me down. Brian... I have no words. I have no words. Need an Uber? Possibly. I might need to unlock this whole map. Adulting sucks, I'm on vacation. Hi, Bio! Yeah. I have a vacation in a couple of weeks. Couple weeks. To leave Castramorian. She wants to get the fuck out of here, huh? So the Alamegans essentially just, like, reside here in this war-torn place. There's a new world somewhere to the top left on the map, and Mericidia is still missing. Boop, one more time. I'm like, there's something over here. That's Garlemald. Okay. Yes, I think so, Brian. Everything's running. You can hear audio. You can hear me. The ones who couldn't get away when the invasion got to swing, yes. Okay, so the ones who did get away are in Little Alamigo. It's like Europe and Africa smooshed together. Okay. I'm okay with that. As you've probably heard, there are plenty of factions in the Resistance, so I'm taking us to see the one with the most influence. Their headquarters are located at a place called Ralgor's Reach, an old temple to the east of here, across the Velodina River. I learned a route that should allow us to avoid Imperial patrols. Stick with me and we'll be there before you know it. We're gonna follow the person who's confused. I'm at a loss for words. I'm just so put off, and Brian just doesn't get it. Okay, I will pick you up too. I mean, I just pick you guys up because you're here. You don't have to join the party. Oh, I can't fly. Oh, wait a minute. Oh! I hate having to pick these things up. What a nuisance. Oh, and everything is trying to kill me here. Never asked you out yet? No. He's like a little kid. He's like 20. I don't really see him very much anymore, honestly. Would you rather fly? I don't know if I'd go that far. WoW's flying is kind of... flying is time gated, but I think this way honestly is a little quicker than wow. Now I'm stuck down here. Whew. Don't look at me! Don't look at me! Don't look at me! Don't look at me! Oh, fucking hell. Thank you! I guess I should attack something because I don't know how to use Dancer yet. You're busy fighting a death bird? No rush! Explore the zone and do the MSQ. Yeah, I think this is much better way to do it than just grinding out reputation. But I'm a little crazy, so for me, grindy things like really get me going. What does the fate do? Is this the fate? No, it's not. How do I trigger? Oh. I trigger the foot and then do these other buttons. Okay, that seems easy enough. It lights up, I press the button. It doesn't seem like that challenging so far. Granted, baby's first time. I just gotta use my little dance with it. Tomorrow we're sort of celebrating, but there's not going to be a subathon or anything. It's just a little bit longer stream. It's cute. This week? No. We didn't send anybody to the hospital this week. I don't know. You get a 4-step. Okay, okay, I can do it. It doesn't seem that challenging. As long as I just pay attention to what lights up. Boop. And sometimes I don't. Oh, happy Veterans Day. It is Veterans Day. Yeah, I think this was one that Maher said I would like a lot. Once I picked it up. If it was daylight and I can actually see the dance moves. I can spam like 4 keys now. I'm a grown up. Oopsie. Kind of. I did work today as well. I did. We were surprisingly really busy. But I got out early, so I was kind of excited about that. I know my manager's like, alright, you can leave. I'm like, bye. Do remember to use closed position by targeting another DPS. Which one is that one? I actually don't know the names of the spells. Oh, I have arm's length as well. Okay. Which one is that? Orange button, second row. Woo-hoo. This one? I don't know if I have it. I have every spell that was on my hotbar. Like, I noticed some of them that you had on yours I don't have. I might need to actually level it a little bit. You went to the hospital 6 hours for random eye dilation? I hope you're feeling okay. Brian, negging is very annoying. Okay, let me turn in my quest. I'm sick of picking up the tree! Stop fighting me! In masochist mode? That sounds awful, Kef. Good luck. I know nothing about the game. He said yes, I'm here. No idea why you'd even pay attention. Because you're writing it in my chat. Do you not want attention if you're writing it? Or like, I don't understand. Still with me? Good. From here, we'll head northeast towards the river. The water's not too deep, so we won't have to swim. Thank you. That's inappropriate, by the way. Are we in combat? P. General. No. Actions. Close. Oh, you're right. There we go. Boop. There we go. That was my foul. You know, I didn't even notice it. I didn't even notice it. I will pay more attention at the next battle. You started off in Nevada like Dark Souls. That doesn't sound very wonderful. It sounds like something. Oh, I forgot I cannot fly. I'm coming! I'm moving at the speed of a potato. This is so slow. Naked. Okay, I was like, you start up in Nevada? Hello! Boop! I'm like, here's my map. I don't know what you want to do. But there's my quest right there. Thank you. How do I jump out? There we go. Let's see what she... Oh, I'm gonna have to read. I don't see any soldiers. Good. Let's cross. You're wondering about the tower to the south? Yeah. It's part of Castrum Bellodina. Bellodina? I have no idea how to say this. That's what the Imperials decided to call the old bridge after they fortified it. I call it a great big eyesore. Honestly, you can see that rotten banner from absolutely miles away. They never miss a chance to rub our noses in it, do they? Come on, we should keep moving. Am I gonna enter some trouble? I'm coming! I'm here. It's right here. It's okay. Well, I think there's a thing right here. I'm just gonna keep running. Hi, Foofy, how you doing? This really is like a desert, huh? Bio, thank you for supervising when I'm like a child that's like walking through somewhere I shouldn't. And I'm like, okay, just gonna walk right behind you, make sure you don't fuck something up. Oh, there it is. I'm just being chased by like half the world over here. 400 hours in this game grinding levels. I'll start all over again just to get my ass kicked. Oh, hell no. As long as you enjoy it. You get angry at the child leash. I do. I have my boundaries. I'm not into that. Did I miss this whole area? I did. I hate unlocking maps. Where is the button? Bio, do you mind flying in a circle, please? I know I still have to get the ether currents, but I can't handle it. Like, do you mind? Just fly in a circle real quick. I can't handle the map being not discovered. 400 hours. Those are amateur numbers, huh? I only have like, I have approximate coordinates. If you want to link them to Bio to drop me off and pick them up, but I can't use my compass in the air when I'm riding the mountain. It said to the south. How many are there? Alright. Oh, there's only 2 more, right? 2 more on the floor? Yeah. The other ones are quests, right? This doesn't look like that big of a zone anyway. This is called Peering Stones. Okay. Okay, okay. So, the teleport button that has all of these ether crystals to teleport to, they're just gonna be... The list just gets longer? Like, your list just goes longer and longer with every passing xpac? Really? I thought they would have adjusted that to let you know the compass on someone else's mount. I know, wouldn't that be nice? What do you mean, though? That would make sense. Oh, are there really? Oh, I've never seen this in my life. Fucking Garabania, Far East. Ilsabard? Novrant? Others? What the fuck is others? Oh, I can't see those. Okay. History. Oh my god, it keeps my history when I teleport like a freaking lunatic. I'm so sorry. Ooh, yeah, I've never seen that in my life. Fucking... I know, one thing that hasn't changed is my swearing. Some of the names are for redacted. Fucking hell. I wanna know how my pronunciation is going. Might never go? Por qué? Yeah, I was going through some of my old clips to make like a list of ones to show you guys tomorrow. Okay. That's so ridiculous. I don't know how you guys can watch some of the games I play. I don't know how you get through it. I'm like, hot damn, if I saw myself playing it, I would be pulling my hair out. Bio, did you get the coordinates from Future? Sir. And can you stop at the crystal as well? I know you're typing in chat and multitasking, but I'm also very high maintenance. You keep getting distracted easily, might be years. I don't think I'm getting distracted that easily. I am honestly, I'm afraid I'm gonna like run out of content. Before anything else. He sent it in the chat. He sent it in the chat, right in the text box. Where's this fucking crystal? I'm not. I don't know. I worry. Like, cause it's like, I know people, like, who've played, you know, and that they're just like, oh, you know, they take a break from this game to come back. Good lord, that'll be a feat. Or run out of story, I guess. Okay, so 250 ohms to the north. It's probably, like, right above me. Ho ho. It'll probably take you 6 months to finish. Having someone drive you around for content is actually faster than doing it the old-fashioned way. Yes. Yes. I mean, I will go back to everything, but, like, my brain can't handle the map being grayed. Hi, Godly. How you doing? At that point, you'll learn to raid or craft. Oh, I don't know how that's gonna go. Do you want to watch me raid? Why do it the faster way? In terms of just unlocking the maps, I just like the map being unlocked. I understand it might be slightly counterproductive. Vario, you went literally- oh, never mind. Your niece is almost 4? Congratulations, almost. Trying Arena and WoW. I used to do Arena and WoW. I'm not gonna go play, or I'm not playing WoW on stream again. I might actually get good at it. I have no idea why people like watching the things they do. But I don't know if I can raid. It's PvP. It's basically 3-on-3 PvP. Ooh, thank you. It's been 3 months and then we're just starting Stormblood. Is that a good pace? This is true. Boop. You don't have to hear the battle music. Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, you don't have to be in a party with me. Don't feel obligated. Start a guild and raid. I would raid with people in the chat, but I don't know if they want to put up with my BS. Because sometimes my attention's sort of divided. The comments about it taking a year might be accurate. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I don't mind if it takes long. I don't know if other people mind that it takes long. I'm impatient. You joined my guild. Are you playing this game? I don't know if I could have a guild. I don't like managing other people. Honestly. It's a lot of work. Plus, I would actually have to be, like, good and in charge. I can't do that. I just like to... I don't know. I don't want to say, like, mess around, but kind of. Just, like, I don't know. Not too serious. I don't think I'm a bad player. I don't think so, but my attention... You missed the one spot! One spot behind you! I'm dying for you! Why? You missed like one chunk in the center, my friend. Thank you. Right there. No, I think I'm an okay player, but when you're trying to also talk and, I don't know, entertain and stuff, it's kind of different. Oh, that's okay, I'm sorry. 6.3 is coming in January, so 7.0 may not be early 2024. That would be perfect, because then I can have more content when I get there. Okay. Thank you. Feel free to put me down. Can I jump out of a flying mount? Will it let me? Oh no. Okay. Oops. I tried. Thank you. Okay. I'll come back and get the other ether currents later. Thank you, Bio. I appreciate it. I do. Oh, hello! But why not? We're here. On the other side of this pass is Ralger's Reach. So you say, but all I see are rocks. I presume there's some sort of trick to this? Indeed, a glamour. Eh? Good eye, Stola. Does they know she's blind? I take it they have a talented mage in their ranks, or mayhap an artificer? Artificer? Trained in the modification of glamour prisms. Something like that. The important thing is that it fools the Garleans. Oh, before we go in, I don't know if Tataro told you, but my friend Nago? The messenger who came to the Rising Stones, that's right, is a member of this faction. So they know us, and they shouldn't attack us on sight. That said, they can be a bit jumpy, so let me lead the way, and, don't go reaching for your weapons or anything. Oh great, I'm gonna get shot. It's like I forget how dumb she is. I try to give her the benefit of the doubt, come on. And a little with a sprinkle of demasking dust, all is laid bare. Did we just walk in? Oops.
I remember the old stories. How the Breaker of Worlds came down from on high and cleft the earth with a single blow. Ralga's Reach, a holy place, and a fitting home for the Resistance, for the brave and the true, the loyal sons and daughters of Alamigo. They were waiting for us there, men and women whose souls still cried out for what was lost, for what could be ours again.
I like the music. Oh, this is a city. Okay. I want to go touch the crystal. Okay, we'll talk to him first. You'll forgive us our precautions, but we couldn't be sure who had crossed the barrier. We see you now for who you are, though. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Boop. It's so epic. It's so epic. Yeah, I like it. I want to go touch the crystal because it's my job. I like it. This place is pretty. Okay, so we get the purple ones. Mm-hmm. I don't remember. I think, do I have to touch the mini crystals? Oh yeah, I do. Okay, that's fine. It's been so long! Is this a dungeon? It is a dungeon. We'll go to this one first. I feel like I'm dressed appropriately for where we are. Listen! The crystals want to be touched. Have I seen Naga before? What the hell? Oh, for fuck's sake. Like, what are they called in this game? They're not called Naga. I still haven't fixed my lights. Oh, that's okay. That's not today's problem. I'm like, I don't remember seeing the Little Mermaid ladies. I would have remembered. Are we going to address that at all again? Ananta? You like their design? I gotta go admire her some more. Keep playing to find out. I'm just curious is all. She's very pretty. I like it. They do have like sort of a Middle Eastern look. It's kind of hot. I don't know how often this game introduces a new race, but would the Naga people be one of them? Boop. Very good. You've gained to tune yourself to the Yeti. Yes. Okay, perfect. Bear tribe. Oh, I see. Okay. Alright, let's go talk to our new friend. It's just, the music is just so epic, you know? Like, it just seems so grand. Okay, so Conrad is his name. Now, I know you would not have come all this way unless you had something important to discuss. I'm eager to hear what it is you have to say. But let's not do this on our doorstep, eh? Come with me. Okay. Hello, Leviathan. Yes, we've just arrived and it's quite epic. It's lovely though. I like it here. There doesn't seem to be too many people around though, so that sort of tells me we're sort of passing through. It's not as busy as Idleshire. That was endgame hub. Now we've started something new. It's a shame. It's beautiful. Has some content. Oh, that's true. That's true. Boop.
Allow me to welcome you once more to Ralga's Reach, our humble headquarters.
His voice sounds familiar.
My name is Conrad Kemp, and I have the dubious honor of overseeing operations here.
Jumping puzzle?
It is a pleasure to meet you, Master Kemp. I am Alphino Leveilleur of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, as are my comrades. Before I speak of our purpose here, pray allow me to thank you for sheltering Ida, forgive me, Lys, and Papalymo at great risk to yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's no need for that. They risked their necks for us enough times. 'Twas the least we could do.
I wanted to, I mean, about the mask and...
Oh, it's okay. They probably knew.
Don't fret over that. You're not the first person to take up arms against the Empire under a false name. We'd do the same if we had any sense. My condolences for your loss, child.
Papalymo laid down his life to save us, to give us a chance to make a better future for ourselves.
He did shh.
There will never be a better time to drive the Garleans from our lands. But we have to take the lead on this. We can't leave it to fanatics like Ilberd.
Mm-hmm.
More than a few of our people were taken in by his promises. Followed him all the way to the wall. Good men and women who never came back. When Monago told us what had happened, how the bastard had made sacrifices of them for his twisted ritual, by Rolga it filled me with an unholy fury. But what's done is done. Best we can do now is see that it wasn't all in vain.
That is why we are here today, sir. To see that some good comes of this tragedy. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, we do hereby extend a formal offer of military assistance to the Alamegan resistance.
We're going to war, aren't we?
Do you now? Well, go on then. I'm sure there's more to it than that.
Well. I mean, it's the Middle East, merke.
So that's the way of it, eh? The Alliance, hoping to avoid a direct confrontation with the superior forces of the Empire, wishes to engage them by proxy with our vastly inferior ones.
Well, when you put it like that...
My comrades and I must confer on your proposal. A moment, if you please.
I mean, I wouldn't blame them if they said no, but...
Of course, Master Kemp. Take all the time you require.
I feel like they're not really in a position to say no. War never changes. Oh my god. Which Fallout were we playing? All of them? Still gotta get through all of those. Ooh, we get armor. What am I wearing for this one? Oh yeah, I'm already at 255. I think everything else has top tier gear. Yeah, I just need to pick. What is that? 142? Oh my god, embarrassing. Everything else is pretty high though. Okay. So I guess that's where my tomes were going, is to level this up. Each headgear. I mean... I don't know if I've seen the headgear. What? This no! I mean, I like the veil. I don't like the feather. No. That's... No. That's my favorite part. The rest of it, I don't like it. No. But... most of the time, I don't like my face being covered. Like, I like how expressive my character is, since she doesn't talk. So I don't want to cover up the face. So it would seem we find ourselves with a surfeit of free time. Which means... forgive me. You are free to look around Ralger's Reach. In fact, I would encourage you to do so. It'll give you a better grasp of our current circumstances. Thank you, Master Kemp. I believe we'll do just that. They usually have a formal quest to walk around. Let us make the most of the opportunity and assess the Resistance's capabilities. Free to poke our noses wherever we want, eh? I like the sound of that. Well, I already know this place inside and out. I can show you around if you'd like, Dahlia. That would be lovely. We can do that. Great, let's get started. The veil on its own isn't an item, even with redacted. I like the veil. Kryl or Lise? I like Kryl because she's a sassy lady. Lise is okay. I don't know. She's not my favorite character yet. I don't know if she's gonna get like massive character development through this pack. It seems like it. She seems the focus as of right now. I bet you'll think the Resistance is mostly made up of Alamegan Highlanders, like me. But the truth is, we don't even account for half. We've got Hellsguard from all the way over by the Spine in here, and plenty of Seekers of the Sun like Manago. I'm gonna call her Manago. There's even some Beastmen. Well, Beast women, I suppose. Like that one over there. She's an Ananta. They've been with us for a while now. Well, one of the smaller factions has. The rest won't have anything to do with us. We're no different from the Garleans to them. Oh, I see. They keep to themselves, spending all of their time crafting. Ananta make the most amazing jewelry, by the way. They use magics to twist metals and crystals into shapes you wouldn't believe. It's a pity people hardly ever get to see their work. But then most don't even know they exist. That's enough about them anyway. Let's take a closer look at the statue of Ralger, shall we? Sure. No, I wouldn't go that far hidden. Do I go up to the... I don't know if I need to go up to the platform. I'm just hoping we see more of Thancred. I like Thancred. I'm sure she'll talk about what this is. Whew. Pretty awe-inspiring, isn't it? The breaker of worlds who guided our ancestors to these lands all those centuries ago. Ida used to tell me the story on stormy nights. She wanted me to understand, to remember. At the end of the 5th astral era, when the waters rose higher and higher, people all across Eorzea beseeched the heavens for a sign. And lo, a burning star appeared in the eastern sky, and led the way to these mountains of Girabania. That sounds very, biblical. They who were saved by his grace pledged to honor and revere him, to devote themselves to great works without and within. A storm of blood approaches fast. Hell is open, heavens weep. For no one soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach. The last part was inscribed on the stone by a monk of the First Fist of Ralger. Yida explained it to me. A day will come, bringing strife and sorrow that none may escape. Waste not these precious hours, but in quiet preparation make strong the body and mind. I don't know if that storm of blood is finally upon us, but if it is, I have to believe that everything we've been through, everything that has led us to this point, will see us through in the end. Ah, sorry, that was all a bit melodramatic, wasn't it? Let's keep moving, shall we? Off to the infirmary. Interesting. Astidian would love to jump off the statue. Do you remember the deity choice when making your character? Oh, can you check that? Azima. I don't know who Azima is. I wish I had known this when I had picked my deity. Am I gonna regret this decision? I'm bad at tests. I think we've established that. Because I forgot who Mooglin was, and Mooglin and Mohan were two different Moogles. I'm never gonna forget that. It's inscribed in my brain. It's a very nice infirmary. This is the infirmary, as you can probably tell. Here is where the Resistance healers patch up the wounded and tend to the sick. No matter how carefully we planned our operations, casualties were inevitable. It's a sad thing to think about, but it's also important to remember the cost, as Conrad would say. We should go. I'll show you the Aetheryte Plaza next. I'm not. I'm just saying I cannot remember Moogle names. So the Naga honestly just like chill here. Mechke, the animation doesn't actually launch the arrow? Okay, his animation launches the arrow. Hers does not. Oh, that's just... They're part of the Resistance. So they too don't like the Garleans. I guess nobody likes them, let's be honest. Okay. Oh, I was gonna use the crystal, I'm sorry. Boop. For their armor and their cool spider tanks. I like the hit. I like that they're kind of like, just sort of dancing. When you've seen one Aetheryte, you've seen them all, right? Not quite. This one is an older design dating back decades, to when the Fist of Relgar was still here. It may look a little different, but it works just as well as any other. I'll show you where the settlers are next, but don't forget to attune to the Aetheryte before we go. I guess it looks a little bit different. It's not like diamond shaped, I guess. Arms, armor, potions, you name it, these folks have got it. The Resistance would be in a bad way without brave merchants to keep it provisioned. If you're short on anything, or you need something repaired, these are the people to speak to. Oh, Alfie and Alize are here. Why don't we see how they're getting on? Alright, so let's see. Do I have a 255 on right now? I think I do. Yeah, these are all 255, okay. I'm taking the money. Oh, there's no money! I guess I'll take the crystal. Come to take the measure of our friendly neighborhood merchants? Yes. They're a bold lot, that much is plain. If the Imperials found out that they were peddling their wares to the Resistance, they would be lucky to escape with their lives. 'Tis a gamble and I admire their courage, but their motives could hardly be said to be altruistic. Hey, yeah, they're in it for the money, it's fine. Ah, here you are, I've been looking all over for you. We finished discussing your proposal and we're ready to receive you all back at the tent. I sent someone to fetch your Stola and Kryl, so if you'd like to follow me. Perfect. Alright, let's see.
Thank you all for waiting. We have reached a consensus. I, Conrad Kemp, do hereby accept the Eorzean Alliance's proposal. You must understand, however, that our cooperation comes with certain caveats.
That's fair. That's fair.
Those caveats being...
I take no joy in this, just so you know. Were it within my power, I'd offer you more assistance. But the Resistance is far more fragmented than you realize. The men and women in my care belong to but one of many factions. Simply put, I can only speak for the people of Rolga's Reach.
Right.
Now, I have every intention of appealing to the others, and I expect many will agree. But it will take time, and I cannot guarantee universal support.
That's okay. We knew that.
Understood. I shall see that the Alliance is under no misapprehensions as to your position.
Much obliged. But that's not the whole of it. As you can imagine, the loss of those who cast their lot with the Griffin left us short on numbers.
Unfortunately.
Some of our most trusted veterans died at the wall, and we've had to fill their posts with the young and inexperienced.
Oh dear.
Frankly, everything's in a right bloody mess.
Oh, we'd be more than happy to help you get back on your feet. If we're going to work together, we'll be doing ourselves a favor.
Well, there's no shortage of work to be done, that's for sure.
Oh, here we go.
We're in dire need of new blood, too.
Stola and I could lend a hand in the infirmary. From what I saw, they could do with a few more healers.
Very well. I, for my part, shall return to the Rising Stones. I'm certain there are others among the Scions who would welcome the opportunity to fight for Alamegan liberation.
Okay. What about us?
Is there anything else we can do to help?
I had something else in mind for you, Lot. Monargo and Mefred will tell you more.
Understood. We won't let you down.
I like your enthusiasm. Hidden, you are being such a hater potato today. Right then. Monargo and Mefred are to be our keepers. Knowing not of what they require, one task is as good as any other. Make your choice, Delia. I have to choose who I'm gonna talk to? So this is probably like... Your Aether Compass may now use Aether Currents in your region. The Aether Compass can be found... Yes, 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 thank you. So this is probably just like they did in Heaven's Word when you got the two brothers. It's just to like divide the player base to go to different zones. That's my guess. Not the SAS 2. Yeah, SAS is fine. I remembered! Alright. I figure we're just gonna go back to the Fringes. Is this zone called the Fringes? It is, okay. Fred or Mango. Oh my god, is that their nicknames? Is it actually their nicknames? Stop, you're ruining it for me! Boopy! No! Oh no, everybody has a nickname. I can't. Okay, let's talk to Meffred. I am leveling so ridiculously quickly. At the risk of repeating myself, it's so hard for me to believe that we'd meet again, here of all places. I reckon you probably don't remember me after all this time, eh? Oh my god, have we met before? Oh no. Meffred. Did we meet in Alamigo? I don't remember you at all. Shit. Oh shit! Can we bluff? I am gonna bluff. Of course I remember you! I'm gonna bluff. I'm lying. Shh! I'm impressed! Given everything you went on to accomplish, you'd be forgiven for forgetting all about your time in Quarry Mill. Suffice it to say, we didn't forget about you either, nor the lives you saved. We met in Quarry Mill? Sure we did. As for me, I went to Little Alamigo while Galleon was recovering. Gundabald was my former commander and old friend, and I had a lot on my mind. I remember Gundabald. The second he said Quarry Mill, it clicked. The only thing I remember about Quarry Mill was like, was it not where we got attacked? Well, we got attacked everywhere. I don't remember anything past that. Did we ever speak to him? He had way less clothing on. I don't remember. Was he standing at an entrance? I'm totally bluffing. No, I don't remember. But he seems happy that I remembered, so let's just keep it rolling. In the end, I decided to disband our unit. I told the men to live their lives as they saw fit. Some chose to remain in Little Alamigo, and others went to Ul'dah for work. What were we doing in the quests? Do you remember? I'm determined to remember this. But as you can see, I chose to come back to Girabania and join Conrad and the others. I've kept busy since then, ferrying people and provisions across the border and back. It's not been easy, but it's been fulfilling. Today, however, we'll be heading east into the peaks. Conrad thinks we might have luck finding new recruits in the village of Alagana. Okay. Alagana? If you're going there, take me with you. That's alright. You're from Alagana, aren't you? By all means, we'd welcome the company. There will be more to it than just asking around, but we can talk about it on the way. Make your preparations and meet me by the tunnels to the peaks. Tunnels. Help with the medicine and then gave us a letter to give to Gundabald. Ah! Okay. Alamigan refugees in Quarry Mill who were hunting for one of their number who had been poisoned and disappeared into the woods because he thought it would be better to die out there than be a burden to his people. You helped get the antidote and track down the guy. Holy crap, this is a long time ago. I built a foundation on a bed of lies. Stop! You're making me feel bad. Can I pick up both? It was level 30 MSQ, most people don't remember. I only do because I'm an MSQ watcher. I like that about you, Meerkats. You pay attention to all the important things. Even the little things. I'm gonna leave the other quest for right now. We'll come back to that. So we're gonna go to... We're going this way? Oh, balls. Okay. That was back between fighting Ifrit and fighting Titan for the first time ages ago. Yeah, for me it was actually ages ago. I've only been playing this game for like 6 months. Oop. You can pick up both, they lead to different areas. Easiest to focus on one chain. Yeah, I think I will do that. Helps my brain. Classic Titus. I remember that questline so vividly. Because the guy was wearing like a fucking cheetah print Speedo. And was like, oh yeah, I just kicked all of the Titan's ass. But Titan was Titus and he was like a hot bag of wacky noodles. He's a, yeah, oh, cookie. I feel much better after eating though, let me tell you. I'm so much less cranky now. I just needed some caffeine and food. This is a protein bar. It's chocolate flavored. Pretty good. I feel like we're gonna go do some odd jobs. This tunnel will take us all the way to the peaks. We're on a mission for Conrad to Alagana. Clear the barricade if you would. Aye, sir. Shouldn't take more than a moment. There are more villages there than out here, but there's also more Imperials keeping a close eye on things. We'll need to tread carefully. It's just a chocolate bar. It's not that serious, I promise. That's not the right crystal. How do I... Oh, there it is. Okay. I was like, where's the door?
I remember the peaks of Girabania. Silent watchmen that would stand long after we were gone. We came seeking allies to join us in the fight against the Empire.
Oh, pretty.
People who had had enough. People who had suffered every possible indignity. Who had been treated like animals. Day after day after day.
I go to the gym. I remember back when they first invented chocolate. Sweet, sweet chocolate. I hated it. We have a glamour in place here too, as you may have noticed. So far as the Imperials are concerned, this is not more than a testament to the savage impulses of a lesser race. Remember though, once we leave these ruins, we'll have no glamours to conceal us. The village is to the east. Keep watch for patrols as we move. Yeah. Boop. Fucking hell. I wish it wasn't nighttime. Southeast. I feel like it's perpetually nighttime in this game, I swear. Hello! Okay. Thank you. I don't know why it's always nighttime. Boop. 50%. I feel like it's the 50% when I'm actually like in the wilderness exploring though, and the other 50% is when when it's daytime. I'm doing dialogue. So it's like, I don't know. What can you do? Boop. Nay, an Imperial in sight. That's a mercy. Alagan is due east, past the bridge. Follow me, it's not much further. We're going to the crystal. Whee! How many ether currents does this place have? Ah! Where is it? Oops. Oh, I haven't even found it yet. 4 map card. Thank you. I want to go touch the rock. I can't see shit. You can rest easy, we made it. This is Alagana. It feels strange coming home like this. I always imagined it would be... Oh, sorry. That has nothing to do with why we're here. We need recruits. Aye, that we do. But as I said back at the Reach, it's a little more complicated than just asking for volunteers these days. As you know, we're short-handed because many of our people were taken in by the Griffin's promises and went to the wall, never to return. It wasn't just them, though. Folks from all over, including some of my former comrades, answered his call to arms. As for why we came to this particular village, it's rumored that Alagana lost a few youths as well. If there's truth to that, then there could be others sympathetic to the cause. Then again, after the Griffin's betrayal, they may be suspicious of outsiders claiming allegiance to the Resistance, and rightfully so. So with all that in mind, how are we supposed to convince them to join? I mean, I knew it wouldn't be as simple as giving a speech in the village square. Nah, if you didn't want the place to be burned to the ground, no. You might as well piss in the Viceroy's eye. Oh my. You need to be a good deal more circumspect than that. You never know when an Imperial spy is listening. We must speak with the Elder first. I know for a fact that he can be trusted. We'll listen to what he has to say and decide what to do after. Please don't make me decide. Sounds like a plan. Let's hope there's still some brave men and women here willing to fight. Viceroy. Thank you, I tried. Viceroy? It's not Viceroy? Take a page out of the Garlean playbook. Conscriptions. Can't say no if you beat them into service. That's not how we conduct business. Regenfried, the village elder, is over by the shore. No time like the present. Let's have a word. Oh, hello! I'm here for the mounts. Obviously. It's right here? Oh, there it is. How the... Oh, I was like, how do I get up there? Man, I feel like a peasant walking around. You guys are sitting on cool things. Oh, you're inside the bubble? What the hell? Show offs. Okay. That's fine. We're fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. What are you making the bubbly noises? I thought I was making the bubbly noises. That's from you? Yeah, that noise. God, why does everybody have a bubble machine? I want one. I'm gonna go talk to this guy. Don't know you, traveler. You're merchants. You'll not find much custom here. That's okay. Greetings and well met, Elder. Our sincerest apologies that I did not send word ahead of our arrival. Too long have I been away from Alagana, and I would know of your recent troubles. Ah, you are comrades of Mefrid. I see, I see. Speak on, though I suspect I know your purpose. Yeah. The Griffin came with many men and left with many more. Such is the rumor. Is it true? He lit a fire in their hearts and then dangled a dream before their tired eyes. And now you come to steal away what few remain. I don't blame him. The Griffin was a traitor and a madman, and we had no part in his schemes. We have made an agreement with the Alliance, and this time it will be different. This time? Cold comfort to the dead and the ones they left behind. How much more must we give before you've had your fill? But surely you hate the Empire just as much as we do. They took our lands, our traditions, even our god. And they demanded a fifth of what we've got left. I hate the bastards with every fiber of my being. But hate's not enough, Mefrid. I can't. We can't keep doing this. I'll not tell anyone you came, but you need to go. Now leave us be and never return. Damn. You've got no right to speak to us like that. I've got a quarry that was producing barely enough to keep us fed, and that was before half our young men and women went off to die for your bloody cause. So yes, I've got every right to tell you to leave my village. No, you don't, because it's my village too, my home. What in the hells are you on about? Wait, I know those eyes. You're one of Curtis's girls. Lise Hext. And I'm here. I'm here to take back my homeland. By Ralgar, the last time I saw you, you were... I didn't even know if you were still alive. And I never thought you would come. I almost didn't. And my sister never will. Lots of others won't either. And that's why we've got to carry on the fight. You even sound like him. As you say, I've got no right to tell you to leave. Alagana is as much your home as it is mine. But I say to you again, we can give no more. Did I touch the crystal? I don't think I did. Yes, I heard you the first time. Let's go. That should have been priority number 1. Did I? Where's my rock? I gotta go touch it. Oh, I did. Oh, look at that. I was like, I didn't think I did. What is that? Oh, it's Dumbo. Or the piggy Dumbo. Hello! Alright, let's go talk to Lise. Lise Hext, huh? We didn't come here to fight. I hope I haven't made a mess of things. Oh, wrong person. I thought she had the check mark. That could have been handled better, but what's done is done. At least we've been granted permission to stay. I was hoping Ragenfried might help us to recruit some of his people, but that clearly is not going to happen. If we're to convince any of them to join, we'll first need to regain their trust. It's risky, and it's hardly subtle, but I say we approach the villagers directly, see what problems they've got, and see if we can do anything to help. Makes sense to me. Let's split up and ask around. Oh no. I'm singing the wrong quest closing. Damn it. Do I fight people in real life? No. Why would I fight people? I don't give people any energy. It's too much work. Oh dear. In game? No. A new face in Alagana? Huh? What would you ask of me then? A stranger and a generous soul besides? Bollocks. There's not more suspicious than a good Samaritan. On the other hand, if you were an Imperial agent, I expect you go about your business with more discretion. Bugger me. You are really here to help, aren't you? Very well, I'll take you up on your offer, stranger. My little brother's working on the rocks by Grimminend. He's got something for me. Can you go and get it? Do they not know I'm famous here? Right then, Frightened Pearl is his name. And ask him for the leftovers. He ought to understand. Oh dear. You want me to go where? Oh my god. You'd best keep your distance if you know what's good for you. Say your piece and move on. Everybody's so standoffish. Looking for folks down on their luck? Congratulations, you found one. As you can see, my leg ain't what it used to be. Some days I can hardly walk for the pain. Mornings are the worst, especially after a cold night. Hard laborers ride out. Too much of a pain and trouble for the others. There's a tea that helps with it, though. I need to grind a chapuli horn and a hornbill talent for the blend. So you go and get some for me just like that? You needn't trouble yourself so. Alright, that's doable. I'm waiting for daytime to show up. Boop. Yeah, I mean the focus of the game is story. I like Dancer. I really do. It's unique. I'm interested. I have to go south, I believe, yeah. It's like right here. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. I didn't even hit it. Do I have to be close? Too bad. It feels nice to have stuff want to murder you again. I mean, I'm a very passive player. I don't need stuff to murder me. I'd rather just run through peacefully. They are close range. Oh, okay. Oopsie. Because I was like, I'm pressing my buttons. Why am I not hitting anything? There you go. Hello! That'll be easy. I am here to find some tea. Or, no, I already got the tea. Now we're gonna make... We're here for leftovers, are you? Sound like my brother to send someone in his stead, but so be it. It's all in the sacks over yonder. They're bleeding heavy, mine, so be careful when you pick them up. I'm actually picking up leftovers. Alright, that was easy. I'm just gonna go that way and then that way. The best thing I did was put that button on a hotkey. Don't tell me it's up there. It's up there, isn't it? It's on top, isn't it? Fucking... Is it above me? A dungeon? Probably. Can you just put me on top of this building? And then promptly put me back down? Is it not above me? Is it not up here? I could be wrong. You can put me back down. It might have been on a lower... Oops. Southeast. Southeast? That way? No. We could just run through this. It's probably up here somewhere. It's okay, I'm just gonna pull everything. It's fine. It says southeast. Is it southeast? Northwest? Am I blind, bro? Oh my god, of all the places to put underneath the current. It's fine. This is a very silly place to put underneath the current. I'm just saying. You know. The next one's to the south, but I feel like we're gonna go around. Oh, okay, thank god, there's stairs. I was about to fly off. The other two are way, way south? Okay. But I might just go back to the quest guy. And then start running that way. Because I don't think... Oops. Because yeah, this is... Oops. So this is what the map looks like. And then this is a different zone, I think. That's where I am. Oh, this is all one zone. Oh, it is all one zone. So this and this is one section. Oh dear. So we're probably gonna have to go down. So I'll get this chunk and then go to the bottom chunk. Okay. It looks like the Lock Mountain. WoW. Yes, I play a lock, so I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't want to jump from that place. Broken legs in a place surrounded by things called man-eaters. It sounds like a bad time. Okay. That's okay. I don't mind it being split. Let's go... Oops. Let's go east then. I'll turn it in a moment. Unless they're gonna make me do more questing, which it might actually put me over to the right side. Let me turn these in, and then I'll go over there. I want to get the east side. Ooh. Is the sun coming out? Is it actually gonna be daytime? Nothing to see here. Not a damn thing. I'm in a safe zone. Get out of here. Hey, where's your tea? You've been gone a while. What brings you back to Alagana? I brought you your tea. Oh, I never meant to... I mean, in times like these, you never think people will actually... This country's hard on people, but it's not just that. The Imperials, they've made it known that I'm not to be helped. A dead man's good for one lesson, you know, whereas a live one. You're with the Resistance, right? I suppose there's no reason not to tell you then. My father, God rest his soul, was deathly sick at the time, and so I'd gone out into the forest, spear in hand, to gather herbs. And then I had the good fortune to run into an Imperial patrol. My weapon marked me as a rebel, or so they said. Not that it would have made a difference if I had fought back. I knew what the lot of them were about the moment that Centurion laid eyes on me. Didn't matter in the end, of course. Some people just like to hurt others. And by the time I limped back to the hut, it was too late for my father. Too late for me too, aye. And many others, I'd imagine. Help them too, if you like. They'd be grateful and say thank you. But beyond that, I wouldn't hope for much. Yeesh. Where you're at in progress? I can, but I'm not going to do a dungeon right now. I'm questing. Ah, the new face. You have my leftovers. Yes, sir, I brought you dinner. I carried it on me back. Huh, well, I'll be. You actually went and brought the whole lot. Much obliged, much obliged. It's saltpeter for making fire sand, in case you're curious what it's all for. The rocks by the lakes got good deposits. It ain't hard for my brother to pass for any other poddling quarryman, all the while sweeping bits and pieces off to the side to bundle up and sell to the salters what trade with the Resistance. It's a living, and a way to fight back besides. Our way of spitting in the Garlean's eye for putting our father in an Imperial uniform and shipping him off to some faraway province 15 years ago. Don't know if he's dead or alive, even. Though, if he were alive, he'd not be long for this world if we're caught in fighting for the Resistance. So this is the best we can do. And that's the long and short of it. We do what we can, though we know it's not enough. I think you'll find that most folk ain't much different. Everybody's got a reason, but in the end, the result's the same. I suppose I just wanted you to know, is all. That we know why you're here. And that even if we can't join you, we wish we could. More quests? Oh, I want to pick up the quest, but I also want to keep running around a little bit. I'll pick up the quest and run around. I will pick it up. Oop. Ah, there you are, Dahlia. I've been trying to help the villagers deal with this food shortage of theirs. Recently, the Imperials have been swooping into villages unannounced and seizing supplies in order to prevent the people from stockpiling, in case they might be in league with the Resistance. It's not much, but I've taught them a few tricks to better hide what little they've got left. How's Lise getting on, by the way? You think her people would be more inclined to trust the local girl, assuming they'd remember her, that is. I mean... I don't know why they would. Hello! Hi, Ghost. How you doing? Can I go that way? Oh, there's a road. There's the opening. Can I go under the waterfall? Ooh, very nice. Hello! What's up? Can I go under this? I cannot. Okay. Hey, no fair. I can't climb the waterfall. Unfortunately, will alone is not enough. Booey! Can you fly me over the waterfall, please? What is this? Oh, this is my combo. my Pokemon. You just put me on top, please. I wanna take a lap. Just bloop, just right above it. Thank you very much. It looks really cool. Don't look at me. I really should be doing this instead of being chauffeured around. The music is just so pretty. Okay, so that's... Alright, don't look at me, don't look at me, I'm shy! Bye-bye! This reminds me of Draenor. So far, so good. The music's beautiful. But we are just at the beginning here. Don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me, bye-bye. Oh. I tried. What's that way? Can I go that way? It probably won't let me do that, actually. Oh, there's an island there. Do you mind chauffeuring to that island over there? I just want to get it on my map. Just to the island. The F4. They just want hugs? Let them hug you with their fists, claws, and horns? I'm not into that, but thank you so much for your interest. I'm flattered. Oh, it's just above, huh? Okay, how on earth are you supposed to get up here? Thank you. That was easy. I don't think I can just jump off. Can I just jump off? You says by flying. Can I just jump? I'm not particularly suicidal, but if you just can, oops, put me down. Hi, Beecher. Just put me back down. I'm right over there. Oh, I'm gonna take that road. That's the bridge. I'm gonna take that bridge. Lulu is awake and is going to grace us with her presence, I think. Thank you. Oops. Okay, I can do this. Don't look at me, don't look at me, I'm shy. Is there... There's probably no easier way to get around here, huh? Don't look at me, don't look at me, I apologize. I'm just passing through. Nothing to see here. How do I go down? Oh, this way. Oh ho! I have chosen poor pathing. It's too late. Here we are. Is this a door? Can I not use this? Oh my god. I have to go all the way around. Fucking. Before I started actually doing gathering efficiently, so I don't know the relevance of half of these spots. I mean, to be fair, neither do I. I've made an error in my decision making. Yeah, Bio, I might have you put me on the other side of this. Right there. Thank you. Can you put me to the Carmine kitchen? I think there's a path over here. Can I ride this? Oh, am I... Oh, there it is. Okay. Just right over. Like the little calf. Oh, you missed it! That's not where. The other way. The other way. The other way. That way. Right there. Bio! You're killing me. Right there. Right here. Nope. The other way. Go where future is. That's exactly where I want to go. Thank you. Okay. Oh, I thought this was a straight path. This is not a path. Oh, there you go. I thought this was... So these zones are not connected? The path is broken. So I'm not even supposed to access the bottom half of this yet. Okay. So the game doesn't want me to go here yet. Should I hold off on exploring that bottom part? I don't mind. I'll come back to it later. That's okay. I mean, I like to get the whole map, but... It's the plot, but you already broke that when you flew around all of the peaks. No, I can wait. I can wait. No, it's okay. We'll wait. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, let's go back. Let's go back. Let me teleport back to the other place. We'll turn in a quest. Thank you. I love how I just vanished from the back there. The OCD is flaring up. How dare you make fun of me? How dare? No, I didn't mean to. Oh dear. And where were you these past 20 years? Where were you when we were being ground under the Black Wolf's boot? On the other side of his bastard wall, living the high life, I'll wager. That's not fair. I mean, 20 years? Oh, and who's this? Another one of your freedom-loving friends, deigning to help us poor, unfortunate souls? Trying to whip us into a frenzy, so we'll go and storm the castrum with our pickaxes and shovels. Leave, all of you, before you bring a cohort down on us all. And you, don't you dare speak like you're one of us. You can't even begin to understand what we've been through. You weren't here, Lise. You weren't here. This is my home, and I love it with all my heart. And if you truly have any love for it too, you'll keep us out of your doomed rebellion. Well, he has a point. No matter what I say or do, it doesn't change the fact that I left them behind. But this isn't about me or anyone else. It's about Alamigo. Let's go and find Mefrid. It's so nice to be the daytime. Looks like the Elder wasn't the only one unwilling to hear us out. Can't blame them given what happened at the wall. I thought I might be able to appeal to them as a fellow... I don't know. But if anything, I just made them angrier. I haven't lived through it like they have. I can't claim to know the struggles like they do either, Lise. I ran too, but if I hadn't, I'd never have met Dahlia or the rest of you, and we might not be here today, in a position to make a difference. So I don't regret my choices, nor will I apologize for them. There's more than one way to fight. Alright then. Help, someone! Anyone! We need help! I don't like the sound of that one bit. Come on. Do 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 do. Rekrada. the Tributum and the bloody Ratman, they... Damn it all. You there, take a deep breath and tell us what happened. It was all business as usual. The Tributum's due soon, and we're taking it to the Imperials when the Kikirin attacked. They took my brother and our money. Took him where? Ruins to the south of here. It was just an old temple before they came, and listen, Krada's the only family I've got left. If I lose him, The Ziggurat? Ooh. The Ziggurat. I think that's where we were at. Like, it sounds like a dungeon, but it's not. I don't think. If the Ratman took him there, then he's as good as dead. That's awful. We've got to get after them. If there's even a chance that her brother is still alive, we have to try. Astra, what are you doing? Astra. Hello? Astra. Hi. Hello, good morning. Hi. Hello. Are you being cute? Are you, baby? Okay. You're right, Lise. We've got to help them. If not for the missing man, then for the Tributum. The Garleans won't suffer excuses if they're late. So, Krada is being held somewhere at the Ziggurat to the south, which has been taken over by a host of Kikiran bandits. That about covers it then. Be prepared for a fight. They might not be the most challenging of foes, but there's sure to be a lot of them. Thank you. Hi. You just want to be carried? You want to be carried? Hi. How do I say no to you? Hi. Oh, big baby. Oh my god, you're so heavy. You're so heavy. You want to say hello? Say hello. Hi, baby. You can sit here, I guess, while I play game. Sort of on my lap. Oops. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Her tail is wagging. She's so happy. Are you happy? You happy, puppy? I guess if that's smooth. It's close. It's a multi-poo, so poodle and Maltese. She's my cuddle buddy. We've been cuddling a lot the past couple of days. It seems that my combo just kind of stays. Like, it hasn't gone away. That's so strange. Kind of nice. Alright, we're gonna see how good I can do this as a dancer. Please, let me go. I'm begging you. I don't want to die. Hear that? I think it came from the top of the Ziggurat. They're gonna sacrifice him? Oh my. Who dares come to loot our man flesh? Ours to eat. Ours to eat. We knew we'd come to this. Kill them quick before they alert the others. I can't see my buttons. It's fine, I can do it. I can do this. We can do this together, sissy. I wonder if I get like cuter weapons, it'll be even more epic to dance. But so far it's, I don't know, I'm having fun with this. It's pretty easy. I think this gear is pretty nice though. I think it's 255? 255 or 270, something like that. Okay, go. I just have to hit my buttons. It's not that bad. Thank you though. Oh, glamour gear. Oh, I have not seen any glamour for this class at all. Yeah, I'll have to look. Okay. So I can enter dance mode. But essentially it's useless unless I come within, like, infinity. So good to see you. Have fun at the gym. Have fun, enjoy. Bye, Ralger. What did I ever do to deserve this? I've gone to bed hungry for months. I'm skin and bones. I'd hardly make a snack, much less a meal. Oh, you found him. Wait, are you here to rescue me? Yes. Your sister sent us. It's gonna be alright. My sister? Oh, Ralgo be praised. She's safe. And you lot fought your way here just for me. To think there are still good, brave folk in this world. We should go before the Kirin return in force. Do you still have the tributum? Oh gods, the tributum. The Imperials will be wondering where I am. I'll have to go. What? Right now? In your condition? You don't understand. We were given a warning last month for being short. If I don't make it in time, there's no telling what'll happen to me and my sister. Oh dear. Right, you did help Bio. But you don't have to kill everything for me. It's good practice for me to actually learn to kill things myself too. I'm glad we saved him, but seeing him run off like that, I have a bad feeling about this. Listen, Dahlia, Mefred, I think we need to go after Workada. I think so too. Wait, you'd better not be thinking of stopping him. You heard what he said. If they don't pay one way, they'll pay another. I know that, I do. I don't want to interfere, I just want to see that he makes it there safely. If that's the sum of it, then fine. Let's head down and see if we can't pick up his trail. Nothing to see here. Nothing at all. I was ready to go. In the dirt, you spy a chocobo feather. Alright. Any luck? A chocobo feather, is it? Aye, by my reckoning, it came from Rakrada's bird. In which case, there's a collapsed bridge just around the bend. Hug the rocks and stick to the shadows. We'll find him soon enough. Okay, thank you. Just me and my little mount, just hopping away. Stick to the shadows, my tuchus. Oh, bye-bye. Any minute now, I expect he'll come thundering round the bend and... Hear that? Get to cover, quickly now. Uh-oh. Something tells me we're not just gonna let them talk.
Are they Imperials?
Worse. Skulls. Listen, Lise. Whatever happens, stay hidden and do not intervene. Understood?
Doubt.
What?
You there! Halt! You know you shouldn't be here. Explain yourself.
Forgive me, sir. I came to deliver the tributum.
Oh, aye. A likely story. Only a fool would dare to come so late. Or, mayhap, a resistance spy.
No, no, you've got it all wrong. I was waylaid by bandits. It's not my fault.
I said halt!
Is this a joke? You don't seriously expect us to believe this is a fake? How stupid do you think we are?
It is, I swear, on my mother's life.
Spare us. You came late, you lied about bandits, and then you tried to cheat the Empire of its due.
Think you can kill them all? Including the ones watching from the tower? Even if you did, others would come for him and his family. You'd be condemning them all to a life of hard labor. Assuming they didn't just execute them, that is.
Yeah. Yeah, don't be rash.
But it isn't fair.
Yeah. I understand it's not fair. I understand. Okay.
It's your bloody fault we're stuck out here patrolling this god's-forsaken wasteland. It's your fault I have to listen to people go on and on about how Alan Egans can't be trusted. I've worked and toiled harder than any man. I'm a citizen, goddammit! And what are you? A stupid, stubborn little dog who'd sooner bite the hand that feeds him and pine for the good old days.
That's enough! Lord Xenos is expecting our report.
I bet the poor bastard can't believe his luck. He gets to go home. We should do the same.
Oh, she knows we're here. Mm-hmm. Her hair looks cool, though. I hear the commander was keen-eyed, but gods, that was a near thing. It tears me up inside to see our own kinsmen doing the bidding of the viceroy. But they made their choice, and if it comes to it, I'll cut down every last one of them myself. Totally, up for a chat and some tea. Mokrata's alive, and the tributum's been paid. That's all that matters for now. I, for one, would rather not wait around to see if the skulls decide to return. We best get back to Alagana and tell Ragenfried that this van's got the job done. Oops, I'm lazy. That's a cool mount. Like a little ship! Oh, that's adorable. We owe you a debt of gratitude for what you did. Mokrata told me everything. How you fought the Kakirin and saved his life. For all the good it did, we saw what happened when he met with the skulls. How they beat him half to death. We could have stopped them. I reckon you could. Mefred's a warrior, as is your comrade. And you're strong like your father. That much is plain. But I thank Ralgar you did not, because it would not have ended with them. Mokrata and his sister would have been branded insurgents, if not for the whole lot of us. What on earth was that, baby? It's like snortling. Bones heal, scars fade, but the dead remain dead. We're alive, and that's more than can be said for only the gods know how many others. That's enough for you, is it? To put up with whatever it is they do to you? So long as you get to see another day. Hello, Lulu. Hello. Hello, I love you. Snortling, is that not a word? Snortling. I want to squish you. You are so cute and fluffy. Okay, okay. Okay, you can sit here. You can sit. Okay. That's right. You grit your teeth and you learn to live with the pain. I'll admit, I was quick to judge you, Lise, and for that I apologize. I know you and yours mean well. I do. But I'm telling you, God's in the heavens as my witness, that we've got nothing left to give. We can't help you. She's not satisfied. I understand. Thank you for your honesty. Listen, the doggies are important. They take priority. Isn't that right, little Lulu? Isn't that right? Got something in your face. There we go. Thank you. She likes the butt smacks. She may say it, but she doesn't mean it. Nor would I expect her to. Her father was as stubborn as an ox too. If she's set on walking the same path, but I pray that she won't follow it to the same end. Well, she took it better than I anticipated, which isn't saying much, I suppose. We should go and see if she's alright. Lulukins! Oh, we just gotta find her. Okay. She went off in a huff. I thought you went off to make tacos. Oh, for Pete's sake. Lulu, I'm trying to multitask. There we go. Oh, I have to sneeze. Hang on. Excuse me. Sorry. He said I am. I like that you're multitasking here. Thank you. Sorry about running off like that. That's okay. Alamegan's terrorizing their own. I can't accept it, you know? No matter what he thinks, they shouldn't have to put up with it day after day after day. I'm not completely naive, you know. I didn't expect him to storm a castrum with their pickaxes and shovels, or whatever it was. But nor did I expect Rakrata to just lie there in the dirt while they kicked him. I can't claim to know their pain. I barely remember this place, or even my father's face. But I remember Yida's. I remember how scared she was when we ran, and that look in her eyes when she talked about home. Her home. But not mine, is it? There you are, Lise. I've been looking all over for you. Grumpy man. Well, you found me. Got something else to say? Aye, that I do. I, said some things to you before that I shouldn't have. It wasn't my place to do so, and I'm sorry. All that rubbish that I spouted about how I loved my village, but then one of ours was in need. I was cowering here with all the others. I didn't even think to go after Rakrata. But you did. Made me feel like a bloody hypocrite I am. If I truly cared for my people, I'd be fighting for them. And so I will, if you'll have me. Oh, nice! You're asking to join the resistance? Well, when you put it like that, I suppose I am. Oops, sorry, Lulu. But not just me. There are others I know who've been thinking about it for a while now. There's not many of us, and we're not hardened warriors like you lot, but... if your heart bleeds for Alamigo, then that's good enough for me. You and yours are more than welcome at Ralgor's Reach. Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. I'll go and speak with the others and send word when we're ready. Woohoo! Still think this isn't your home? Aww. No, I was just, thinking out loud. And that, my friends, our mission is concluded. Let us return to the Reach. Nice! Isn't that nice? C is for cookie, and that's good enough for me. It's like the Count! Is it the Count who counts the cookies? I hope so. I'm gonna feel so embarrassed otherwise. I know the Count counts. I know the Cookie Monster eats the cookies. Is it the Count? What's his name? It's been a while. And that's what I get for quoting something that isn't SpongeBob. Correct. Don't forget to get some Lisa's dinner. Thank you, Prof. Thank you so much. I hope to see you tomorrow, where we recap some of my most glorious moments. Have a good night. I know, most of my quotes do come from SpongeBob. And Courage the Cowardly Dog. Anyway, first of all, allow me to commend you both on a job well done. Though nothing went according to plan, we nevertheless managed to attract some new recruits. And it was your passion and conviction that moved them to join. Thank you. No, thank you for giving me an opportunity to find out what our people have been through these past 20 years. It's been humbling. And troubling, too. I had heard about the skulls, but that was the first time I'd seen them in the flesh. I know you say it's the same as any other Imperial soldier, and maybe that's how I'll have to think of them myself if our paths ever cross on the battlefield, but... when, not if. That day will come, Lise, and you can't afford to hesitate when it does. The young, old, conscript citizen Garlean Alamigan, none of it matters. They've all got their reasons, but they're no better than yours, especially when they're bearing down on you, blade in hand. Saying that, I don't want to kill them any more than you do. If I could convince them to lay down their arms, I would. Sadly, I've never been much of a talker myself, but who knows? Maybe you could be one, Lise. Your father certainly was. Right then, I best begin preparing for the new recruits. Dahlia, Lise, it's been a pleasure. Whee! Has the scene always panned upward when we do a quest complete, or is that a new thing? I might have just been noticing it. Yes, Malulu likes to cuddle whenever she feels like it, so it's typically when I'm sitting here at my computer that Lulu is like, it's cuddle time, mommy. Isn't that right? It could be 100 degrees and she still wants to cuddle. A friend of a friend indeed. Okay. I'm probably gonna run around the other zone. I'm assuming this is gonna put me in the other zone. That's my guess. Before we begin, I'd like to thank you and the Scions again for patching me up after I bled all over your floor. I owe you my life, and I won't forget that. Furthermore, it was rude of me to run off without saying a word. It's all well and good me claiming my duties here couldn't wait, but a parting thank you was the very least you deserved. My apologies. And thank you. Now to business. Commander Kemp's entrusted me with a formal reply to be hand-delivered to the Alliance leadership. It covers everything we discussed, as well as detailing the disposition of our forces. What I need is an escort, 1 or 2 men at most, so we can make it to the wall swiftly and without attracting undue attention. Very well. I shall join you in this. Oh, okay. So, we get, Lise in the one adventure, we get Alize in the other. Okay, that's fine. General Aldine commands the forces at Castrum Orients. That should be simple enough to see it into his hands. Great, that's just what I wanted to hear. When you're ready to depart, meet me at the pass leading out of the Reach. Sounds good. Ooh, what is that? That looks like a quest. Miss Lulu. Miss Lulu! I do not have children, I have dogs. Maybe one day I'll have children, I don't know. As of this moment, I do not. I was watching a TikTok, and it was showing how, I guess this one big streamer announced that she was pregnant, and her tier 3 subs, like, all unfollowed her. And it was like, I'm sorry, did you expect her to marry you just because you were a tier 3 sub? Like, it was so bizarre. People are so strange. So strange. Isn't that right, Lulu kids? I don't think there's any quests in here that are blue yet. Pretty addictive. Is that their sightseeing log? Do I know a woman named Milith? Oh my god, the sightseeing logs? Oh, I forgot all about this. Uh-oh. It was Candyland, that's right. I don't really know her. I don't think I've ever seen her. But her name was like... Yeah, it was like Candyland with the spelling was weird. How bizarre is that? How did you know about that? I watch TikTok, so streamers come up for me all the time. What are the odds? Milith is my niece, lest you wonder. She's told me much and more about you in her letters. I recognize the Ironheart. I did. Ah, but where are my manners? Ulgar Ironheart, at your service. I'm an explorer like most of the clan, and my niece bade me share with you such knowledge that I have accumulated. Here, lend me your log. Oh, perfect. Let's see now. Definitely here and there and... Ah, there. Yes, that ought to suffice. Thank you. My explorations have taken me far and wide, but dearest to my heart are the regions of Alamigo. butacious in their ruggedness and their lands of the Far East, glorious in their diversity. There are many wondrous sights to be seen in these places, and I've written down the directions to them. Some will prove more difficult to reach than others, but if you're even half as resourceful as Millis says you are, I'm confident you'll find them all. And with that, I shall leave you to resume your adventures. Go forth, my friend, and take such breathtaking vistas as even my father, the great Ironheart, could not see in his lifetime. Thank you! Stormblood entries have been added to your sightseeing log. You must be level 60 or above. Travel to the location indicated for fulfill necessary conditions. Yes, okay. Use your wits and the notes provided by Ogre to identify these stunning sights and the proper way to appreciate them, and see that Alamigo in the Far East, as only the greatest explorers have seen them. Perfect. Easy. Well done. You saw her on Austin's show a while back, and you just saw it on Reddit. Yeah, people are nuts. I don't think I've ever watched Austin's show. I think that's where they have like a dating game or something. I have zero interest in most of Twitch, if I'm honest with you. But yeah, I was like, people have such a strange attachment to streamers. And I've told you, right? Like, I've gotten like love letters and stuff. It's weird. Don't do that. It's fucking weird. Got everything you need? Good, then let's be off. It's like, I just want to play games, man. Well, now I do. Like, when I wasn't just chatting, it's like, I just wanted to talk, and then people just, they take it to a whole new level. It's like, what on earth? Everyone gets love letters? I don't think so. It's bizarre. From a stranger? Like, from people who don't even know my name? Professing their love to me? No, it's weird. And inappropriate. Oh, don't look at me! Don't look at me! Yeah. Comes with streaming. Doesn't make it less weird. It's pretty weird. Quiet. Hear that? That was a cerulean engine backfiring. Imperials. Ye gods. You have preternatural senses. I didn't hear a thing. She's a cat. When you grow up hunting in these lands, you learn to discern the sounds that could mean life and death, be they of a predator or a patrol. From what I'm hearing, we have a 7-man patrol augmented with a single Magitech armor. Wide search pattern. Divided into 2, no 3 teams. I don't think they know we're here. It's risky, but we should split up and try to take them all by surprise at the same time. We don't want them calling for reinforcements. 3 teams, 3 of us. Nothing for it then. Where are they? Head north. You should see them long before they see you. I'll just deal with the ones to the south. The armor should be just to the west. Dahlia's best equipped to deal with that. I am? We attack in 5. That should be enough time to get into position. Rendezvous on the west bank after. Any questions? No? Then good luck. Don't put a timer on it. Okay. Never got any love letters on my channel. I'm a 41-year-old guy who looks like Sasquatch. Made a baby with the Pillsbury Doughboy. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I think a lot of, I want to say just a lot of chicks get, hi, type of stuff. Oh, I love you. Unwanted advances. Okay. I'm sorry, Rob. That sounds like a real pain in the ass. I thankfully never had to deal with anything like that, but it's just, people have to be cautious. Oh man, I think there was a highlight that I had clipped because, oh, what was it? Listen, Luna likes attention and affection. She just doesn't want to admit it. It's fine. I think when I was going through unban requests on stream one time, and somebody, I think we banned somebody for saying some dumb shit. And he was like, oh, if I ever see you in real life, I'm gonna beat you and kill you and all this stuff. And it's like, People say these things to strangers, and it's just like you're not well. Like, you're not well. It's totally inappropriate. Luna likes food like every other greedy beast. Stop! Luna loves her mommy. Just don't be mean. She wants kisses. It's fine. She was just using my body for warmth too, and it's... I'm gonna just say she wants the cuddles. It's fine. Boop. Alright, let's see if I'm gonna die. I'm like, why is nothing happening? Oh, fuck. I pulled everything. I'm dying. Oh no, I might actually die. I don't want to die! I don't know what I'm doing! Oh, I died. Damn it. I don't know my spells well enough yet. Oh, Idle Shire! I gotta go all the way back there! Son of a bitch. I gotta change my hub. Hi, baby. Message you, call you for years, even after you block them, they use an app to continue it. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, it's okay, future. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, I'll just teleport back. I really did forget to set my crystal. That was my own fault. Hi, baby. I wasn't too far out of the... Oops. The hub. I feel like my attacks aren't doing that much. Because I feel like I was casting, but I wasn't actually hitting anything. Let's try that again. So none of these have actually hit him yet. I've just turned on my combo. Yeah, I think I was under the impression that every time I pressed the button, it would attack. So I was very confused. Yeah, so essentially the two buttons that I click really don't do anything. I'm just building combos. Okay. Keybind's easier? I don't know about easier. It's quite similar. It hits like a truck because it takes all those button presses to actually activate. Okay, yeah. Because I was like, I'm pressing things, but nothing's actually getting hit. So I should be spamming these buttons, ideally, before we even get to like a boss room. Like I should be in dance step and hit the first 2 buttons in the combo before we engage at all. That way the step is activated. Okay. I'm learning! What do you get? A 2-step attack that needs 4 buttons pressed to build it. Oh my god. Should the buttons be pressed before I do my filler spells? I'm assuming these 2 are the filler spells. Or at least like things to actually hit while we're waiting for the step to come back. Like, at least that's what it seems like. Like I do my step attacks and then I start spamming these until the step attacks or any other combos light up. That's just sort of the impression I've gotten thus far. Could be wrong. These should be on. Okay, perfect. Okay, I seem to understand. Thank you. How am I so squishy? Oh, you're right. I think my chocobo is stabled right now. I was like, am I taking more damage than I should? I forgot. Oh, my poor chocobo! I think I do have it in the stables. Yeah. Booey! Oh well. That makes sense. I'll go grab him at the next convenient time. Oh dear. It is very theatric for the class. Thank you, Feature. Alright, let me grab some water real quick, and then we shall continue. Give me just a minute. Oh, yeah. It looks like everything went to plan. Not that I'm surprised. The 3 soldiers I faced didn't put up much of a fight. Most of the Imperials we got out here are conscripts from other provinces with little training and even less conviction. It's grim work killing men and women like that, but don't doubt that they'll do the same to you if the roles were reversed. And don't you dare pity a man in armor. Conscript or no, a soldier piloting one of those can kill a dozen men in the blink of an eye. Not that I need to tell you that after what happened at the wall. Yeah, that is not it. Nails? You can actually get false nails? That looks so good. Because I have the ones that are claws. They're in my glamour dresser. But I haven't seen those. Yee! I'm gonna dye them blue. I was gonna dye the claws blue, but I realized like most of my glamour sets. Oops. Let me just see it. Let me just see them. I just wanted to see it. Most of the ones I have, like the Yuna one and stuff, like the arm piece is considered the hand piece, so it's either the nails or the arm piece. So I have to be picky with which ones get the nails. Signed, sealed, to be delivered. Lulu, what you doing? Right, I believe we've rested long enough. We should resume our journey before someone notices we're missing patrol. I know, I did my nails yesterday. Like, well, right now there's some super glue on it because I had to redo it, but look at that. I think they look really good. They're an ombre with some glitter. I had fun. And I made a big mess, but, you know, it happens. Doing my nails is very therapeutic for me. Minus, you know, the one that's being held together by my hopes and dreams. Boop. Lulu, stop licking your foot, my dude. Stop it. Stop it. Luna's just recently discovered that she likes the taste of her feet, so she keeps licking them. Stop doing that. Drives me bonkers. Oh, I went the wrong way. Get their nails done and then mess up a couple days later. I do my own nails. I don't like people touching my nails or my hands, really. I just don't, I mean, even hairdressers. Like, I get my hair done, or by done I mean cut, like, once a year if that. I don't know. I don't like being touched by people. So, I do it myself. I'm also very picky. So, yeah, I like doing it myself. We're clear. Only Alliance patrols ahead. You said the forces at Castramorians were under the command of Flame General Rauban Aldine, did you not? By Ralgar, the Bull of Alamigo himself, I never dreamed I'd have a chance to meet the legend. She's fangirling, so cute. Off we go. Oh my god, I have to actually go all the way around. It's fine. You do your own nails too? That's cool. Don't mind me. Oh, Pippin's here too! I didn't see him last time. Thank you. I think somebody just did. I need to... Well, which faction are they for? Or which tribe? I don't remember if that was mentioned. Is it the Naga? Nagas are going to be my new favorite people. And Natas? Anatas. I just want to call them Nagas. Okay. You cut them with your teeth? I want to say gross. I used to be a nail biter, but out of sheer willpower and determination, I stopped doing it. So it's definitely possible. If you want. Boop. Lulu, calm yourself. Hello.
It is good to see you again, my friends. I hope you are here to tell me you have made contact with the Resistance.
Sort of.
We are, General. Allow me to introduce Monago of Rolga's Reach.
At your service, sir. And may I say what an absolute honor it is to stand before the Bull of Alamigo.
That's so cute.
These are not the Blood Sands, girl. You and I are but soldiers on a battlefield fighting for the same cause.
Just say thank you, Rapon, god damn it.
As you say, General. On behalf of Commander Kemp of the Alamigan Resistance, I present to you our formal response.
Good. I'm glad we've reached an accord. Though I was not aware you had suffered such losses.
Yeah.
Aye. Some of our finest took part in the Griffin's doomed assault, and we've been struggling to find new recruits ever since. The massacres cast a pall over the whole Resistance, and many who might once have been open to joining us have since thought better of it.
I don't blame them.
After all of the Griffin's false promises, one can hardly blame them. They have no desire to give their lives for a lost cause.
Don't blame them. I'm so cute.
We will not lie to them. This is war, and lives will be lost.
Mm-hmm.
Yet what we offer is not the fever dream of a madman, but true hope.
The people need proof of this, Father. Let us show it to them.
He's just... I think he's adorable. Like, he's such a nice little potato.
I say we stand shoulder to shoulder with our new allies and engage the Garleans in open warfare.
Oh.
The Resistance must demonstrate that they can hold their own against Imperial regulars. And with our assistance, I am confident they can do just that.
This sounds like trouble for me. That
if
does.
we can achieve even a token victory, I believe it will serve to rekindle the hope of the Alamigan people and inspire them to rise up once more.
I just realized that, you know, I don't know why I never noticed it, but like, I didn't realize there was like a slit cut in the booty hole for my tail. I feel like that looks weird with a skirt. It looked kind of more normal with pants. I don't know. I'm just noticing this. Sorry.
Aye. Once word spread that we'd won a battle against the Garleans, I'd wager we'd have new recruits flocking to us from malms around. The question is, when and where do we strike?
I'm glad you asked. I have a plan.
Oh, do you now? What are you up to, little bean? Our scouts recently informed me of an interesting development at Castrum Belodina. Somebody tell me how to pronounce this name. Namely, the arrival of a shipment rumored to have come from the research and development facilities near the capital, containing prototype Magitech armor. It is our assessment that this armor is to be field tested here, most likely against Alliance forces, mayhap before the day is out. Damn it all, more Magitech weapons? That's the last thing we need. Your concern is not unwarranted, but we needn't despair just yet. The shipment is thought to have contained a single heavy unit and 1 or 2 supporting units. With a well-laid ambush, we are confident that we can destroy them all, hindering their development and delaying their future development. And should we carry this out as a joint endeavor with the Resistance, they will have their rallying cry. It would mean dropping all pretense about the Alliance not wanting to go to war with the Empire, but you'd have a lot more folk willing to stand up and fight if they knew they weren't alone. And you weren't going to have to do it. You were going to have to do it all eventually anyway. Yeah, I guess. Exactly, so what I propose is simple. We harry their patrols to bait them into bringing their prototype weapons to the East End, where our Resistance allies will take them from behind. Simple indeed, and well within our capabilities. I see no reason to delay, especially if a field test is imminent. What say you? Let's do it. Assuming the Vice Marshal's intelligence is accurate, I agree with his assessment and fully support his plan. I shall notify my comrades at once. Understood. I shall have one of my men bring you the details of the plan anon. Thank you. And we, for our part, will be fighting with the Alliance, yes? I somehow doubt that you were intending to sit this one out. I didn't know I had a choice! Are any of these cute? I mean, I don't know if cute would be the right word. What is this for? Oh, it is for Dancer. I don't know, I thought all Dancer's ones were kind of like cute little two-piece outfits. I guess not. I have a lot to learn about this class. I am power leveling through this. What level is these? So it's 61, 65, 62. So we might be going back to the summoner very soon. That's 62 as well. Okay. We've been careful to avoid needless shows of force this side of the wall. But that's all about to change, and when it does, you'll be sure they'll send their new toys out to entertain us. I would ask you to participate in this operation, but from the look that I see, it's a foregone conclusion. My thanks. Per Pippin's plan, we need to turn the East End into an Imperial graveyard. You're a dab hand at this, I'd be a fool not to use you. Head to the spot on your map right here. Aye, a patrol should be along shortly. Deal with them, then rendezvous with the rest of us at this location. Go well, Dahlia. Alright. Aiming gear with the Bard and the Machinist. The problem is Dancer came with Shadowbringer, so a lot of this earlier aiming gear isn't very Dancer-ish. Yeah, that is the vibe I got. That it doesn't look like sort of cutesy, I guess. You know? Like it's like a full outfit versus like something more whimsical. Totally. Okay, so I gotta go there, but I just want to click southeast. I'm just gonna go here real quick and I just want to get the other ether currents. Just real quick. I'm drooling. I'm so excited about ether currents. Wonder what's going on here. Northwest, it said? Northwest is over yonder. Probably over here somewhere. Oh, Jesus. Can I jump down this? Oh, dear. Uh-oh. This looks like a path, kind of. What on earth is this? How do I... Will I die? Hello. Would you mind putting me down? Thank you! It seems that a lot of these are very horizontal, or not horizontal, vertical locations. Aha! Right there. Boop. Thank you. Now, can I just... There we go. It's okay, I got it. I got it. Thank you. This looks like another tribe area. Oh no, you're fine. Northeast. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad. Northeast. So that probably is over here. Let's go that way. I was in a desert sort of place finding your way out. Sounds about right. I've always lost. Oh, this is all where the Naga hang out. How lovely. Okay, so just straight to the east. Oops. I gotta get out of this location first, though, I think. Let's go that way. Yeah, this will be fine. Just gotta keep going that way. I am, in fact, not going east. I think east is that way. How hard can it be? Don't look at me. I'm just passing through. Oh, this shit's gonna murder me. Oh, fuck. No. Oh my god. It said east. This is east. How much east? Oh, there it is. Thank you. I am way out of my element. Thank you. Oh my god, I can barely dent her. God. I really should be doing all of my combat with my tank. Oh, she's gone. Okay. She reset, I think. That's fine. She can go. I know, I wasn't trying to! I don't really know my aggro range. Alright, so now we can go back to my objective. Oh, what is that? Oh, let's go back here. I think that's a blue quest for an ether current as well, so let me go touch that one. Magic mechanical. That's even worse than when I make up words. Aha! Lieutenant Zinmar, just the woman I wanted to see. We've misplaced a number of Garlean drones taken from Belsar's wall. We've misplaced drones. Yikes. And by misplaced, I mean the damn things sprang to life and stormed out of the base. Okay, that makes more sense. They need to be dealt with before any civilians come to harm. Being familiar with Magitech as you are, I can think of no one better to assist us. If you'd be willing to help, go and speak with Lieutenant Nibnifa? She's overseeing the initiative to terminate the drones. Alright. Oh, she's here. She's in town. Okay, perfect. Boop. Ah, Lieutenant, your assistance is greatly appreciated. The drones were not in our possession for very long, but a cursory inspection showed that they are made with a heretofore unknown metal alloy. They are all but impervious to traditional firearms, which is why we commissioned Garland Ironworks to fashion a weapon capable of penetrating the armor. It has since been fitted to a suit of Magitech armor, which I would ask you to pilot. Oh god. If I'm not mistaken, this would not be your first time you've piloted one of these suits. It should take you no time then to familiarize yourself with the controls. Oh dear. Now, the drones were last sighted due east of here and due north along the Velodina River. I fear recapturing them is out of the question, so do whatever you deem necessary to stop them. Well, if you insist. 15-yard radius while your normal AoEs are 5. It's easy to aggro a bunch of stuff. Oh, that's important. Yeah. Because I was trying to turn on the step before I got to the enemy, but I guess I could just be pulling a bunch of shit on accident. That's important. 5 yards is like so small. You can't see me. I'm not here. Can I not hurt you? Oh, I actually can't hurt you. Okay, never mind. Bye-bye! I'm gonna die before I get to my fucking mission objective. Oh my god. I guess it makes sense to have a cooldown, but holy moly. Was that it? Oh no, there's round 2. Okay. We're following the path here. You know, I don't know. I think it's totally optional. Uh-oh. That worked. If I could just have you all line up. There we go. I guess it kind of works. We started botany last stream. Boop. But I honestly haven't touched it since. Okay, let's get off this thing. And while we're here, let's do the actual quest. Since it's like right next to this. My actual quest thing. That really is an eyesore, isn't it? It's huge. I'm so tired. Might need another nap. Oops. I can't fish. I haven't picked up the class quest. Like, you have to learn how to do it. The game doesn't just let you do these things. Did I engage in the other guy? Oh. He's doing a quest here too. This level 80 dancer job view. Oh! You look so hot! That looks amazing! I love it! I really do. Very nice. Wow! Yeah, this is much cuter. I don't know how I feel about the weapons. I don't know if the round is my personal favorite. I don't know. I don't know what else they would have done. But the skirts are so sexy. I love it. I love it. I also love the color. I think you've chosen a good color. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's so cute. What does the guy dancer look like? I feel like there's no way that he could look this good. I feel like this is definitely a very feminine design. I could just teleport. I'm teleporting. Oop. Oh, fucking. Never mind. It is very creative. It's a very creative class. I think it's very unique. It's very aesthetic. Very pretty. So this is just you hitting combos. Wow! Mine looks so dull compared to yours. Yeah, I got a ways to go before I look that flashy. So cool, man. Yeah, I think it's cool. I'm not running back. We're teleporting because I'm a lazy potato. Boop. Okay, let us turn in this one first. Gives me ether currents. Welcome back. I take it the drones have been disposed of then. Excellent work. We were quite fortunate for your presence. Save for Lieutenant Nimnifa. I'm trying with these name pronunciations. None of my men can even activate a suit of Magitech armor, let alone pilot one in combat. I only pray that it isn't to our detriment in the future. There's still plenty more of those drones out there along Balsar's wall. If there's any more of them should suddenly stir. At any rate, we'll continue to be working with Garland Ironworks so that should such a day come, we will be ready. Thank you very much. Alright, alright. Monsieur Raban. Oh, he's outside. I was like, where is he? Boop. Don't mind me, I'm just passing through. Don't mind me, I'm just passing through. So this game, they haven't had the need for like a level crunch yet, right? Because every xpac gives you 10 levels. I think with WoW, because they have had so many, that at some point they had to just like squish everything. Because the levels got to like 120, and then the damage you were doing was over 1 million and became nonsensical. Oh, they have been crunched. Oh, okay. Oh my god, I'm so squishy. Oops. See, and there was that aggro that Leviathan was mentioning. I just was not paying attention to. Alright, if I'm gonna do an instance, I'm gonna go as a tank because I am absolutely incompetent as a dancer at the moment. Dancer, best job? Hello! It's my first time playing it. Today is actually day 1 of playing Dancer. I'm still learning my buttons, and so far I have aggroed multiple things that did not need to be aggroed. I would say Dark Knight is my main, but I'm trying to level multiple classes. That way the XP goes somewhere it should, you know? Oh, thank you, sir. Do a dungeon. It's not a dungeon, it's an instance. So it's like a quest dungeon, sort of. I forgot I had Wind of Alfie. Do we need a different toy? Let's bring out a different minion. Who do we need for emotional support? Where is the Sir Emmerich? My man. My favorite. Hello! It's a forgiving job and I feel you. I'm Omni90. My little friend. I'm on. Okay. And now I am ready. Yeah, so far I will. All went to plan then? Good. Our scouts report that a unit escorting the prototype weapons has left Castrum Velodina. The resistance is already in position, so we have but to wait for our guests to arrive. Yeah, hang on a minute. I was talking to my friend. Yeah, so I currently have Dark Knight at, well, 65. They're all in their 60s. Dancer, who I just picked up, Scholar and Summoner are at 61. Black Mage I haven't touched at all. And then Dragoon I think is at 62 as well. Like, between the Wondrous Tales and now all of these questings, like, I'm gonna just shove XP everywhere. And try not to, like, over-level anybody. But now I have all these wonderful class quests to do, and I love going on little tangents. I love it tremendously. Alright, I'm ready. I'm ready. Now I can go. Let's hope I don't fuck it up.
Things looked grim for us after Cartano, didn't they? Oh, how they doubted us. Yet here we are, right as rain, with fancy new toys to put through their paces.
Didn't I beat the shit out of this guy back in, like, Cartano? With the Nero there? And Gosetsu, like, smacking the shit out of him?
It's like all my name days have come at once.
Bitch, you said that last time, and then I beat you up. How many times are we gonna have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Well, 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 if it isn't Garland's little troublemaker. I can't wait to see the look on Xenos' face when I bring him your head.
Maybe we beat him up a little too hard because he seems to forget that he lost last time.
That is, if my secret weapons here don't grind it into mush! Attack!
I'm ready. I'm ready. Ah, I feel at home. I'm like pulling all the aggro. Let's go. Oh, wow, people really don't want to fight me today. Me, I did nothing. This is also new. I've never seen that before.
Get after them, damn you!
Pack a punch though. I don't think I fought anything that required this much effort. Probably. Oh my god. At least say I'm more worried about you dying, my friend. Not worried about me at all. aggro from the other thing. He'll be fine. Raban's there. He has so much health. Oh man, that was... I fucked up. I cannot say in that. More! Imagine if I did this as dancer, I'd be so fucked. I don't think I've played an instance that took this long. Typically they've been really quick. They have a lot of health. So far so good. Haven't fucked up yet. In before, here we go.
You'll be weeping blood!
Alright, don't stand in that. Doesn't look very nice. Alize is like going, somebody's gonna die. Who is this under here? Oh my god, there's more of them. Jesus. Is that friendly? I don't know what that is. I don't know. That doesn't look very friendly.
As a raging bull!
Yeah, that wasn't friendly. Oh, it is? Okay. I'm like, ah! Oh, Jesus. Not again. I already beat you up, like I said. Aw, see, I knew we weren't gonna kill him. How many times? He who fights and runs. What the? Who the hells are you lot? For all amigo! Let none escape! Alright, so we hit a checkpoint, it seems. I didn't even hit the other guy once. Excuse me? I feel like this should make an entrance. We did it! Well then. Rip.
Oh! Damn it all! Miracles of Magitech design, my arse! I passed harder stools than these piles of scrap.
Oh my. I feel like the one grievance I have is that, like, because I don't like that his face is in shadow. Like, I wish it was lit a little bit better so I can, like, appreciate his facial expression of terror. But I feel like when it's nighttime or when there's, like, shades that you don't see the characters as well.
You'll pay for this. Mark my words, the next time we meet will be the last.
Aye, run and tell your viceroy. The day belongs to Al Amigo.
Woo!
Yeah!
Well done, all of you. I'd call this operation a resounding success. Can't say I'm surprised. The Bull of Al Amigo had an impressive military record before he went west, as I recall. Credit where it's due, Master Kemp. 'Twas Marshal Taurpin who made this plan, and all of you, resistance and allies alike, who carried it out to perfection. He's like, this is my son. My son, like, this was his brainchild. He did this. Yes. Aye, that they did. Not a single casualty, for which I am grateful beyond words. I've no doubt that comrades back at the Reach will feel the same. As will ours. Oh, so cute. It's been a pleasure, General. Until next time, Minago, I'll leave the Scions in your care. Alright. We shall return to the castrum then. Dahlia, Master Leveilleur, once more you have my thanks. As Master Kemp said, until the next battle. It is. I've been here 3 years. Today is what, the 11th? Yeah, 3 years today. And I must say, my life is drastically different now than it was 3 years ago. I'll talk about it tomorrow. You should stop by. I'm gonna start streaming a little earlier. I know today was a little bit late. But, yeah. I'll start stream early and we're gonna talk a whole bunch about my wonderful journey. Yeah, thanks. I heard the stories, but to actually see you in action, I almost found myself pitying the Imperials. Seriously though, it was inspirational. Ah, but you must be tired of hearing that, eh? I'll keep it simple then. Thanks for the help out there. No, you can feel free to flatter me. I do like flattery. Well then, there's no reason to remain here any longer. Let's go back to the Reach. I don't think I'm gonna get used to that quest opening until we are done with the xpac. Lulu. You didn't have to take part in the operation, but you did. You went above and beyond what was asked of you, without hesitation, and for that we owe you a debt. Our Viceroy may not count for much in practical terms, but its symbolic value can't be overstated. Or victory. What does Viceroy mean? I'm gonna Google it. Viceroy. I actually have no idea. Meaning? Define. It's like a word. A ruler. Oh, I see. So it's just like a way of saying the dude who rules. Why do they gotta overcomplicate it with these fancy words? Alliance and Resistance fighters came together to face an Imperial unit equipped with Garlemald's newest weapons and smashed them. The people will remember this day. Aye, that they will, for it marks the beginning of something far greater than any single victory. The beginning of a campaign by a united Eorzea to drive the Garleans from our lands. Promises and platitudes mean not without action, but the Alliance took the field and risked their lives for our cause. To think the last time Gridanian troops trod this soil was more than a century ago during the Autumn War, and that it was to defend against our invasion. Ours is a long and bloody history, to be sure, and it gives me heart to see that despite our acrimonious past, we can still come together for the sake of the future. Well said, Commander. Which is why I intend to go from village to village and spread the word of our victory with our new alliance. The people will flock to our banners. Just you wait and see. Dahlia, Alize, I cannot thank you enough for your assistance. Thank you. Yeah, no. Oop, I'll take that. She tried. Is a representative. Ah, okay. Okay. So someone else gave him the job. No one here had a say. I see, I see. I'll flatter you, you have bedroom eyes. No, that's inappropriate. That's weird. Don't do that. And on that note, that might be a good place to stop for today. Before we venture into what happens next. I think I need to go grab some dinner because I have barely eaten today. Let me switch. We can talk for a moment. Gotta make sure there's no dog behind me. Alright. So, apologies for starting late. I had a whole debacle with my lunch, and I was not able to start stream on time because I was so cranky. I needed to just lay down and close my eyes for a minute and just take a minute to breathe. Stream will be a little bit earlier tomorrow. Instead of the usual 4, it's going to be 2, so a couple hours earlier, assuming all goes as planned, to where I can actually show up on time. That's the plan. That's the plan. We're going to do chatting quite a little bit. We're going to review some of my old, like, clips and stuff. Talk about how stream has changed over the years. And then whenever I feel like I've had enough of that, we're going to jump into Ori and then Final Fantasy X-2. I think we're almost done with Ori. Almost. And I have charged batteries. I have batteries charging so we can actually play the game. And then Final Fantasy X-2, I've decided I want to do like a completionist run. I'm basically just going to go talk to everybody. I'm just going to take my time a little bit more. Make sure we pick up all the items. Like I have a guide that'll show me, you know, just what order to do things in. So that's the plan. That is the plan. You don't know what that means, but looking forward to the next chapter in this saga. I don't know if you're talking about the game or my life, but me too. Me too. It's been an adventure, that it has. I might cry. I don't know if that's just because I'm feeling particularly emotional today. It's been a day. But yeah. In my streams? Thank you. Yeah, it's been a little all over the place. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. I really want to grab some food. I am exhausted. I am exhausted. So thank you for bearing with me today. I apologize. My energy is on a steady decline due to my lack of sustenance. Yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. Really. I appreciate y'all tremendously for your company, truly. It means the world. I'm going to give you my ending screen, which I'm still not really used to. I'm still looking at the camera as I talk. But, you know. Yeah, 2 o'clock tomorrow, my friends. If you want to pop by. It might be just a longer stream in general. But yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. Yeah, have a good night, and I hope to see you soon. We'll continue Final Fantasy XIV on Sunday. Yeah, that's the plan. Pretty regular. But have a good night, my friends, and I will see you tomorrow!